yeah, we just got to keep playing together, keep playing the right way, and, hopefully it'll benefit us and we'll make some shots.
And Landry Shamet, one of the stars off the Knicks bench in game number 3. How does he and the Knicks ensure they bring the same level of physicality to today's game 4?
It's a mindset, that's your only choice. Otherwise, we're going to be going back to New York, 3-1. It's you're going to put a team away, you're going to have to give a little bit more, and, we all know that in this room, so there's no other choice if we want to get a win.
Knicks with an opportunity to close out the series on the road today. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Plenty more coming up on our hour-long coverage of the Knicks pregame show as we get you set for game number 4 between the Knicks and the 76ers. We'll check in with Monica McNutt from Philadelphia, hear more from Mike Brown in the coaches report, Mikal Bridges as well, and of course we are keeping an eye on the NBA Draft Lottery going on right now in the Windy City of Chicago. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
About to hit the final minute of the first quarter. Brunson to the right side wing. Screen from Robinson. Dribbles across the foul line. Kick at Shamet. Far corner 3. Off the backboard and in. Serendipity for Shamet. And the Knicks are back within 4.
One of the biggest factors of the Knicks' Game 3 victory on Friday night, the play of Landry Shamet off the Knicks bench. Shamet had not been in the Knicks rotation since about the midway point of game number 2 of the series against Atlanta, but he got an opportunity with OG Anunoby out for game 3. Anunoby's also out for today's game number 4, and Shamet took full advantage. In 26 minutes, he had 15 points, made 5 of his 6 field goal attempts, and 2 for 3 from downtown. This is the Knicks pregame show brought to you by Amazon Hub Delivery, and Landry Shamet after the game asked how it felt to have his number called again.
Yeah, it felt good. Felt good to be out there with my teammates. Felt good to get a win. And, we got one more in the, matter of hours, really. So try to get our bodies right, get our minds right, and try to go get one.
Matter of minutes now, a tip-off between the Knicks and the 76ers, Game 4 coming your way just after the bottom of the hour. In fact, it's time now for the Knicks starting lineup, brought to you by the Perisman firm. And with Anunoby out for a second straight game with that strained right hamstring, the Knicks will go with the same starting five they went with on Friday: Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. That was the Knicks starting lineup, brought to you by the Perisman firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Perisman firm now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice you deserve. The Perisman firm, where your case is their cause. Same starters for Philly: Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, and Joel Embiid for this afternoon's game number 4. A bonus edition of this date in Knicks history: May 10th, 1988. Mark Jackson was named the NBA's Rookie of the Year, receiving 77 of a possible 80 votes. He averaged 13.6 points and 10.6 assists while playing nearly 40 minutes a game, played all 82 games, and started 80 of them during the 1987-88 season for the Knicks. Jackson, a first-round draft pick that year out of St. John's University. More on Landry Shamet after his Game 3 performance, and Knicks head coach Mike Brown on Shamet being ready when called upon and how it again exemplifies this Knicks culture.
You know, as a coach, you love to see it, and that's why you give different guys opportunities at different times. You know, sometimes you start Landry, sometimes you start Mo, sometimes you start this guy. And what hopefully it shows at the end of the day coming from me is that I have confidence in them. And not only that, your number can be called anytime, so be ready. And our guys have taken that to heart. We got a lot of good guys that are resilient, they're fighters, and they've done a good job of keeping their mind or staying present in whatever we're doing. And it's showing when they go out there and get the opportunity. And so, it showed with Jordan, it showed with Jose, it showed with Landry. So I applaud all those guys for staying present, staying ready, but I also applaud their teammates for keeping them uplifted, because it takes everybody to show that support throughout tough times or times when you don't play, when you're expecting to play. So just a fantastic job by Landry tonight and by those other guys prior to tonight.
Mikal Bridges scored 23 points in 37 minutes, and he too was impressed by Landry Shamet stepping up after not having played a lot.
Especially all guys like JC, Jose, everybody, but Land is a true professional, just mentally, not playing and throwing out there and end up finishing the game. And, we talked to him and, gave him his dap for what he does, but that's just a true professional, and he works so hard and just got that mental, killer in him.
We continue now with the coach's report, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Mike Brown, after the Game 3 win, continued with his praise for the Knicks bench, namely Mitchell Robinson, and more from Shamet.
I would also be wrong if I didn't talk about our bench, in particular 2 players. I thought Mitch Robinson was huge for us. He was huge. We ran him longer in stretches at times than what we normally do, but he was great in both directions for us. He was big for us throughout the course of the game. And then Landry Shamet. Landry hasn't played a drop all playoffs. I think the first game he was in the rotation, and then the second game a little bit, and then he was out. And that's 6, 7 games, whatever it is, that he hasn't seen any significant minutes on the court. And Landry was huge for us tonight. He was huge on both ends of the floor. We needed a spark from somebody when we were down, and they hit us in the mouth, and Landry gave it to us. It was a big game on the road, and it didn't faze him. And that was a lot of fun to watch.
And Mike Brown was also asked yesterday how much using different rotations during the regular season helped keep everyone on his roster ready.
To me, it's half the battle, because just what I've experienced as a head coach, and like I said, as an assistant in San Antonio with Popovich, and as an assistant in Golden State with Kerr, as an assistant, you hear more chatter from the players than as a head coach. And when I was an assistant in both those spots, sometimes guys, they talk more openly around you, but you can hear them say, if somebody's hurt, hey, be ready to their teammate. Be ready, because they may call your number. So when guys are engaged like that, 24/7 throughout the course of the year, it bodes well for the environment, for the culture. And guys are actively trying to keep their mind present, because when they get an opportunity, they want to go perform. They want to not just perform well for their team, but for themselves, because you perform well for yourself, you get paid more. Maybe you get more minutes. Just a lot of positive things can happen happen. And so, I try to do that throughout the course of the year so that during times like these or times when a guy's not playing, they somehow, some way try to keep themselves ready.
And that was the coach's report, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. The superior game meets superior taste. Grab a Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer as you cheer your team on. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the NBA. Time now for By the Numbers, brought to you by BetMGM. We're talking Knicks shooting efficiency this afternoon. The Knicks are shooting 51.5% in the playoffs, and that leads the NBA. Oklahoma City is the only other team shooting above 50% in the postseason. They're at 50.9%. Now, the Knicks in this series are shooting nearly 55% from the field. They were exactly 50% in Game 3, and that made it 5 straight games for the Knicks shooting at least 50% or better. That is the second longest streak by any team in the last 40 years of the NBA playoffs. The 2022 Phoenix Suns went 8 straight games to start the playoffs before going cold when they lost in the second round. And they lost in the second round that year to Jalen Brunson and the Dallas Mavericks. That was By the Numbers, brought to you by BetMGM. Own your moment. Make it legendary. Download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly. A gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Still to come on New York Knicks game night, we are following the NBA draft lottery going on right now in Chicago. We will check in with Monica McNutt in Philadelphia. Also, coming up next, more on the recent stellar play of Mikal Bridges. We're counting down to tip-off of game number 4 between the Knicks and the Sixers as the Knicks are looking to close things out on this Mother's Day. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Hear that? That's the beginning of a journey powered by the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle so reliable. It's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Where your journey ends? Well, that's up to you. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
See retailer for warranty details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Attention Knicks fans, looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
George, left side, try to pick and slip with Bona, but Bona wasn't looking. Knicks go the other way, 2-on-2. Bridges to the cup, Euro step, and a right-hand layup and one. Foul on Bona, who just had a miserable sequence. A turnover on one end and a soft foul for a three-point play on the other. It's a game-high 8-point Knick lead.
Pat O'Keefe back with you on the Knicks pregame show, brought to you by Amazon Hub Delivery. As Mikal Bridges keeps getting better and better in these NBA playoffs. 4 consecutive terrific performances for him. He had 23 points on 8 for 14 shooting on Friday night in the Knicks Game 3 victory. Afterwards, Mike Brown with high praise for Mikal Bridges on both sides of the ball.
I would be not doing my job if I didn't point out the continued work that Mikal is doing at the point of attack when it comes to Maxey. Maxey's a great player. You're not going to stop him. You hope he misses a few shots, but you got to give multiple efforts while guarding him. And Mikal's busting his behind, trying to do that, trying to make it tough on him while, giving it to us offensively. So, again, I applaud Mikal.
Bridges was asked how satisfied is he with the job defensively that he has done on Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team effort. That's pretty much it. Just playing hard, following a scout. You know how much, Tyrese means to the team, how important he is, and how really good he is. So just trying to make it difficult for him. And, I got 4 other guys that's helping. And even when I'm out and other guys guarding them, I think they're doing a hell of a job as well. So that's really it.
Tyrese Maxey, 44 minutes in Game 3, just 17 points on 8 for 12 shooting from the floor. Jalen Brunson was asked how much has Bridges grown as a defender since their days playing together at Villanova.
Yeah, I think the best part I've seen about Mikal from the first time I met him to now, his work ethic and his approach to the game and everything, and how he's grown as a worker and how he's grown as a professional. Obviously, he's played in an unlimited amount of games in a row, and that's just a testament to who he is. Obviously, defensively, he creates havoc on and off the ball. It's just who he is. He has an instinct that I don't think you can really teach, but he's definitely grown as a player every single year, and we truly need that.
And as the Knicks continue in the playoffs, so does MSG Networks, with complete pre- and post-game coverage of every Knicks game all through the postseason. Just turn to MSG or stream on the Gotham Sports app and stick with the home team for every game. We'll take another break here on New York Knicks game night. When we come back, we're heading down the Turnpike, and we'll check in with Monica McNutt, her thoughts on this afternoon's Game 4 and keys to the game. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
Set for game number 4 from Philadelphia. Welcome back to the Knicks pregame show, brought to you by Amazon Hub Delivery. Knicks looking to close out this series in a 4-game sweep. Pat O'Keefe in our New York City studios as we head down to Philadelphia now and say hello to Monica McNutt, who is on the call this afternoon with Tyler Murray. Monica, thought it was a very impressive Game 3 performance for the Knicks from the standpoint that you knew Philly was going to be really jacked up, and they were. They jumped out to that big lead. The Knicks took that punch. Overall, how do you think they handled that game, especially without OG Anunoby?
Flawlessly, Pat? I mean, I continue to be impressed with this group as they're continuing to raise the bar and rise to the occasion, if you will, in this postseason. 29 points off of the bench. I mean, you can't talk about the absence of OG without immediately looking at the 15-point performance that Landry Shamet gave you. But the thing about Shamet is, yes, people may think of him first as a three-point shooter, but in a Knicks uniform, when you think back to the course of the regular season, when he earned the trust of Mike Brown, a lot of that was about the energy that he brought on the defensive side of the basketball and the point of attack that you just heard Brown talking about regarding Mikal Bridges in the pregame sound. They continue to impress me and show the veteran poise that we've all talked about. Like, in your basketball encyclopedia, if you will, veteran poise should have a picture of how this group has played so far in this postseason.
Yeah, each victory seems to be more impressive than the last one during this sequence for the Knicks. You mentioned Landry Shamet and how impressive it was that he did, especially because he hadn't been in the rotation. And then if you look on that Knicks bench, another guy who has been in the rotation but missed game 2 was Mitchell Robinson. And again, Karl Anthony Towns found himself in some foul trouble in that first half, so Mitch was called upon. And we know it is a very difficult defensive assignment going up against Joel Embiid, and Robinson continues to hold his own and then some.
I have never made a moment from a game quicker, a post about a moment from a game quicker than I made the post about Mitchell Robinson dunking on Joel Embiid. And I think personally for me, it's under the same basket where it was the nasty pull down 2 years ago. So there was a lot of energy in that dunk, I'm sure, for Robinson and, of course, for the fan base. But, again, his maturity as he's moving through this team's collective maturity as they're moving through this postseason, there's such beauty in being who you are. Wait a minute, did the Wizards just get the #1 pick?
Well, you might be a little ahead of me. Right now, I see Chicago with the number 4 pick, so you might be right.
I think they did.
I apologize. I just saw my guy John Wall, who had a terrific run in a Wizards uniform, and I love that they have come back to embrace him as a part of that organization. So I did foreshadow. I apologize there, Pat. Anyway, to Mitchell Robinson, there's such beauty in, though, Pat, as we look at this team, guys playing in their role and starring in said role, right? And maybe this is something that we also would make a branch off of the veteran poise tree as the primary concept of what we're watching in this postseason. But Mitchell Robinson didn't come and try to do anything out of character, right? 6 rebounds, 6 points, stay in front of Joel Embiid, be physical out there. Like, it was very simple, but it was so very effective.
And Monica, to finish that point, the Wizards do win the draft lottery. They pick first, Utah second, Memphis third, and the Chicago Bulls will have the 4th pick. The NBA draft lottery going on right now in Chicago. But back to playoff teams, and that, of course, is what the Knicks are right now, and they're looking to close it out and advance to the conference finals for the 2nd straight year. Clearly, they have the upper hand right now in this series. What's the approach for the Knicks today?
I like what Mikal Bridges had to say in his walk-off. 0-0, playing desperate. I think that's it. And the ability to do that, because, Pat, how often have we talked about it? Both in the Knicks series and then for me, for ESPN, talking about other series, it is so hard to manufacture urgency when you're really not in that position. And we've heard Mike Brown say from his years of postseason experience, closeout games are the hardest. But every time the Knicks have been in a closeout position, they've made it look pretty easy, and I think that speaks to who they are. So I think that's it. It's very simple, as Mikal Bridges put it. The score is 0-0. They got to approach it that way, and they got to play desperate.
All right, time for your keys to the game this afternoon. Monica, how do the Knicks get it done in game number 4?
Well, I still think three-point shooting has been a big part of this series, and a lot of that has to do with defending the three-point line. Both teams hit an even amount of threes, but the percentages were lower, and obviously the Knicks had more timely threes as they opened up the lead late in that ball game. So defending the three-point line. I'm also still going to rebounding. I want the Knicks to continue to do the things that have been effective for them. They were plus 16 on the glass in Game 3, and that's a trend that has continued through this series. Even though there were some moments where the margin was significantly less than that, it's still been an area where the Knicks have had an advantage. So rebounds, and then, of course, turning those things into second-chance points, 20 points overall. And then the last one for me, Pat, is just going to be the urgency of the moment, leaning into all of the right things that these guys have continued to say, and not only that, but to back them up in their play in this one. So the three-point line, knocking down timely ones, defending it at a high level. Rebounding, getting to those second-chance opportunities, eliminating second-chance opportunities for the Sixers, and then playing with the necessary urgency of the moment. Those are my keys tonight.
We have seen them play with that urgency. We'll see if they continue it this afternoon. Monica, have a great call today.
Thanks, Pat.
And here's Monica McNutt. We'll hear from she and Tyler coming up from Philadelphia as the Knicks look to close things out. In fact, it is now time for that. That'll do it for New York Knicks game night. Coming up next, Game 4 from Philly. Knicks 76ers. Knicks lead the series 3-0. Monica Tyler Murray and Monica McNutt have the call, and I will be back with you at halftime once again with Alan Hahn. Enjoy the game, everyone. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This has been Amazon Hub Delivery New York Knicks game night. New York Knicks basketball is coming right up.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
For over 100...
VJ guarding Jalen Brunson, but it's certainly valuable experience for the 20-year-old rookie VJ Edgecombe. Tom, have a great Game 4 call. Thanks so much.
All right, bud.
The game is next on the Sixers Radio Network. The 76ers 2026 playoffs are presented by Toyota. Mike Brown, the 56-year-old in his first season with the Knicks, coaching against Nick Nurse, the 58-year-old in his third season with the Sixers. For our crew, engineer Marty Dickerson and producers Nick Earnshaw and Shukri Wrights, I'm Matt Murphy. Sixers Knicks. Enjoy Game 4.
This is 76ers basketball on 97.5 The Fanatic, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station celebrating 65 years of broadcasting. It's time for 76ers basketball.
Let it be! Jams it! Alley-oop jam! Whoa! Edgecombe rears back and dunks it! Dominate! Scoop lane! What a play! Maxey basketball has heart!
Getting set for tonight's game. It's the 76ers pregame show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
The 76ers host New York in today's Eastern Conference NBA playoff action. It's the 4th game of this second-round series, with the Knicks having built up a 3-0 lead. So it's do or die, win or go home for the Sixers. A must-win here today against the New York Knicks. We'll have the call, Game 4, next.
76ers basketball is brought to you by Parks Casino, Independence Blue Cross, Toyota, United Concordia Dental, and Studio 76. Now with our pregame show, here's Tom McGinnis.
NBA playoff basketball is on the air. Today, Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, with the Knicks, the number 3 seed in the East, leading the Sixers 3-0. The Sixers come in as the number 7 seed. They won 45 games in the regular season, beat Boston in the first round, but have lost the first 3 games in this Eastern Conference semifinal series. They're 0-3. The Knicks won Game 4 here on Friday, 108-94. Brunson had 33. Bridges had 23 for New York, and the Sixers fell in that game despite leading early. And welcome to our coverage. Tom McGinnis with the call live here in Philadelphia at Xfinity Mobile Arena. And, of course, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Wishing everybody well. The Sixers, it's their 98th game of the year, counting the preseason, the play-in, and the playoffs. How about that? Almost 100 games for the 76ers, dating all the way back to early October. But this is the one that matters the most. The Sixers and the New York Knicks in front of a great crowd, a sellout crowd here in Philadelphia. And yes, there are Knicks fans on hand. They are out in force as well. We'll have the call, but first, back with Sixers head coach Nick Nurse to surmise and talk about the matchup. That's next on the 76ers Radio Network.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
Thinking about starting weight loss treatment? GoodRx is here to help. We offer FDA-approved GLP-1 medications prescribed by licensed providers, including the Wegovy tablet, with straightforward pricing and pickup at your local pharmacy or delivery to your door. All from America's #1 prescription app. Go to goodrx.com/weight loss to get started. GoodRx is not insurance. Cancel anytime. #1 prescription app ranked by a third-party study.
What's up, guys? Andrew Salchunas here, host of Kincaid and Salchunas. Join us weekdays, every day, 6 to 10 here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Back here at Xfinity Mobile Arena, the Sixers and the Knicks game 4. Tom McGinnis, along with Sixers coach Nick Nurse. And, Coach, what's your message to your guys here this afternoon?
Well, play better, Tom. I mean, I think we still are improving. Haven't had a ton of games with this group together. You know, when you look at the big picture of things, got to play better. Kind of threw up some problems on the board that we think we have in this series and some solutions to those problems, and let's see if we can get them done.
Maxi's been a big focal point defensively for them with the doubles. They've done a really good job on him, right? You want him to be more aggressive. How can you guys free him up, and would you agree that they've done a good job on him?
Yeah, I mean, I would start probably with this, Tom. I mean, I got up and watched the game again this morning, and I really am shaking my head at how open our shots are. You know, I mean, the shot creation by our team in general has been outstanding. So that's my first thought on that. Yes, you know, I'm always trying to – Tyrese shoots 15, I tell him I want more. If he shoots 20, I tell him I want more. If he shoots 25, I might tell him I want more too. I'm always trying to get him to just be ultra aggressive. He did turn down a few the other night, but maybe just wasn't feeling it for whatever reason. We talked about some other opportunities and some other solutions to get him some more shots as well yesterday. So we'll see what happens.
The physicality, there were some plays, one right in front of you, Grimes got hit in the mouth, you know what I mean? They're kind of pushing it to the edge and kind of getting away with it a little bit. And as you said, you got to fight through some things. What are you going to do? Like, how can your guys do that today, I guess, is my point.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has been physical. My only concerns with it, Tom, is that we don't cough up the ball. Just, you know, we're dribbling down and they come up and slam into you. I know it's maybe a foul in the regular season, or maybe it's, you know, and you just can't let it squirt out of bounds. Like, that's my biggest thing. I think there's going to be some wrestling going on with all the bigs. There's been a lot of that in this series. I think there's going to be some physicality on the blockouts and all that kind of stuff. My thing is I just want us to play stronger, handling the basketball, and then maybe play through a few hits when we get it to the front of the rim. We get hit at the front of the rim and they don't call it. It shouldn't matter. We got to score the basket.
And get this thing down to the very end, right? You had a great start. You want a full 48.
Yeah, or kick them. Kick them, you know, before that. We don't need to go 48 if it's in our favor, right? So, but yeah, we need to play great. I think, again, everything we got, play better, Ty. I just feel like we can play better than we've played, especially last game. We played pretty good in game 2. We could have stole that one, but we didn't. Could have played better last game. We got to play better today.
Good luck. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Nick Nurse, the Sixers coach. The Sixers and the New York Knicks back after this.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Welcome back. The Sixers lineup is about to be introduced. The Knicks were just introduced. They're going with the same lineup they did in Friday's Game 3. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, and Miles McBride. Jalen Brunson is their point guard. Josh Hart has been hampered a little bit by a left thumb injury, and also he had his ring finger on his right hand. Looks kind of swollen, and that was bandaged as well. I saw him courtside talking to Knicks voice Mike Breen has got the call for ABC today in Philadelphia on 6 ABC if you want to catch the game on television. Franklin is on top of a box that's lit up with steam coming out of it. The Sixers mascot with a white 76ers flag. Flames are shooting. Here's the lineups.
76ers head coach Nick Nurse. Now tonight's starters at 6'2" from Kentucky, number 0, Tyrese Maxey. 6'5" from Baylor, number 77, BJ Edgecombe. It's 6'8" from Kansas, number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr. 6'8" from Palmdale, California, number 9, Paul George. And it's 7'2" from Cameroon, number 21, Joel the Process.
The Sixers lineups as introduced by Sixers PA man Matt Cord. Back with the opening tap. Game 4 next.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Get excited! Junior 76ers camps are back. Junior 76ers camps are filling up quickly, and we want you to join us this summer at the #1 camp in the NBA. Junior 76ers Day camps will be touring the Delaware Valley this summer at over 20 locations. Players will learn the fundamentals of the game and how to play the 76ers way. Join the Junior 76ers team today by registering at junior76erscamps.com.
Take it from me, Dominic Barlow. The best Sixers coverage on the radio is right here. 97.5, The Fanatic.
Knicks are in blue with orange. The Sixers are in white. Blue stripe and white stars down the sides of their uniforms. And Phila, Phila, in blue block letters atop the white uniforms. Kelly Oubre, number 9. Maxey's number 0. Joel Embiid, number 21, points to the rafters, as does Kelly Oubre. BJ Edgecombe doing the exact same thing, kind of nice to see. Bridges, Hart, McBride, they're all fist bumping the referees. Hart wants a touch of that basketball from John Goble, so does Tyrese Maxey. So the Sixers with Maxey and Edgecombe, along with George, who got that great start in the game on Friday. Tapered off, though, and missing his last 9 shots. Oubre and Joel Embiid. Embiid playing the last, tonight, or today I should say, and Friday night after missing the game Wednesday in New York. Towns and Embiid at the center jump circle. The court is trimmed in blue. The lane is blue. There's a red 7, a blue 6. Circle of stars, blue stars over the red 7 at center court. NBA playoff basketball live from Philadelphia. Embiid swats it. Into the backcourt, Tyrese Maxey, whose mom, Denise, was part of the bell-ringing introduction ceremony. Here's a pass into Embiid. They doubled him. Towns with him, single coverage now. Joel with his back to the basket. To Edgecombe to the corner. Maxey drives it around 2 men, throws it up with the left hand and in. So the Sixers get a basket. It was the pass out of the trap by Embiid, and then the extra pass that got Maxey a baseline drive. New York going left to right. Brunson, Bridges, and Towns has it. Down to the right corner, Mikal Bridges driving on Oubre, gets into the lane, jump stop, back to the basket, squirts it to the right, and lays it up and in. Really battling for position down low, leans over and lays it around Oubre. 2-2 tie, Maxey with it. They run 2 at Tyrese, as they've done all series. Cross-court VJ, he's open, he shoots it over McBride. It's off the rim, no good. Sixers misfire in the playoffs. They're shooting 35, they shot 35% during the regular season from 3. Here's Towns into the lane, back out Bridges, drives on Maxey. Again, he stops in the lane, back out top. Hart with it. 1:10 gone by, 2-2 tie, 5 to shoot. Brunson against Oubre, over to Josh Hart. He fakes a 3, spins, loses it, but a foul on Paul George on the left perimeter. Sixers in their 10 playoff games, 7 against Boston, 3 against the Knicks, 35% from 3. The Knicks are 7-2 in the postseason. Their three-point shooting 38%. Chick-fil-A nugget of the game. Foul on Paul George. Knicks get it back. 10 on the reset. Towns over to Brunson, and Brunson nails a three. So Jalen Brunson puts it up and good. He averaged 26 points during the regular season, 28 in the postseason, and he gives them a 5-2 lead. Here's George trying to counter with a three, but no good. Brunson quickly advances it, turns the corner on Embiid. Back out to Hart, now out top Towns. Left to right, New York traversing in the first 24. By their bench, it's Mikal Bridges driving. He is repeatedly driving that ball, and he forces Embiid into a difficult predicament in the lane, and Embiid is called for the block. So that's what being aggressive will do for you, and Bridges has driven that ball every time, getting into the paint, kicking the ball out. Embiid with a foul, George with a foul. Side out for New York, they're up 5-2. Bridges was momentarily open, but the side out of bounds goes to Towns. Towns off balance, may have dragged his pivot foot, no call. 8 to shoot, Towns inside, looking, has it batted away. Now Bridges with it, hanging, 17-footer, rimming short, no good. Well defended by Embiid. Tough shot for Mikal Bridges. And the Knicks missed their first shot. Here's Maxey with a runner in the lane, good. Never quite got set, but leans in on McBride and puts it in. Maxey's got 2 field goals. Remember, he had 46 points in Game 2 2 years ago against New York. That's why they're so heavily using traps and doubles on him. That time he kind of got it in there. Here's Hart for 3 for New York, and that's good. Josh Hart puts it up and in. That makes it 8-4 with 2.5 minutes gone by. Josh Hart is kind of a streaky shooter. Knocks that one down. Knicks by 4. Sixers ball. Oubre outside right. He'll shoot a left-handed three. That's way long. BJ getting the rebound, but it's blocked by Towns. What a play by Karl Anthony Towns right at the rim. Brunson for 3. Way off. Rebound Maxey. Maxey out of the gates quickly. Sixers have numbers. Maxey stops. Fires for 3. It's off the rim. BJ tips it. Out of bounds off Towns, though. So it wasn't a classic 3-on-2. And Maxey stops. What is there anymore? It's just not how the NBA transition. It's different. And then guys will stop and shoot threes. Maxey was open, but he couldn't get it to go, and Towns tipped it out. 3 minutes and 3 seconds gone by. Maxey inbounds, gets it back, right side, rimming no. 0 for 4 for the Sixers from 3. Knicks by 4, quick post up by Bridges, foul on Maxey. So Bridges has drawn 3 fouls on the 3 Sixers stars. First George, then Embiid, now Maxey. And this is a rim run with his back to the basket and a good long down court feed by Hart from midcourt. And another foul. Sixers up to 3 team fouls. Knicks have none. Near side, Brunson will play in. He's a left-hand player from Villanova. Brunson, who grew up in part in Cherry Hill, New Jersey as a young player. His father went to Temple, drives it on George, misses it off the back. Sixers ball, 8:35 to go in the opening quarter. Philadelphia and White going right to left. Embiid has it in the corner. Quick move on Towns at the near side. Edgecombe for 3, and that won't go. BJ misfires. Sixers 0 for 6. From 3, here comes McBride for 3 outside right, and that's good. All net, Deuce McBride, and the Knicks have gone up by 7, 11-4. This is in contrast to how the Sixers started in Friday's Game 3. Embiid from 17 straight away, and that's good. Got it to the foul line area before they could really double. Mike Brown wants the Knicks to get it across hurriedly, and it'll be Bridges on an angle to the left side, guarded by Oubre. With that Embiid basket, 5-point New York lead. 4:04 gone by. Towns in the left corner, McBride. He'll tee it up again, and it's good. Deuce McBride did not have the hot hand the other night, but boy, he's made 2 quick threes. Sixers trail now 14-6. Embiid into the lane on Towns. Hart comes with a double. He splits a trap, loses the ball, turnover. Embiid coughs it up. McBride with it again. Another 3 in the air. Good. Sixers need timeout. I think Nick Nurse is saying he wanted a timeout earlier. Deuce McBride has such a quick release. 3 straight threes. That was one where he went to the right side and then a sidestep dribble as he evaded Paul George. And McBride with 9 in a row. And now the Knicks lead by 11. So quite a start for New York. Not necessarily known as, at least during the regular season, as a knockdown 3-point shooting team, but oh my, 5 of 6 here early in the game from beyond. It's put them in front by a score of 17-6. Timeout, Philadelphia. NBA basketball live. The playoffs here in Philadelphia. Sixers-Knicks game 4. Eastern Conference semis, and we'll continue after this.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
Hey, Sixer fans, it's Matt Cord for Parks Casino, the official local casino partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. And we're excited to bring fans what they love the most, winning. Parks is the #1 casino in Pennsylvania with the hottest live tables, slots, sportsbook, dining, and bars, plus the beer garden and headline entertainment at the Excite Center. Visit parkscasino.com and follow on social to be the first to know what's happening. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey campers, it's Jan from Toyota. This summer, we're headed to Camp Toyota, and the fun starts now. We're kicking things off by kicking up mud. Jump in, campers. We're going off-roading in a 4Runner. Next, we're heading to the hot springs in a RAV4. And finally, park your Tundras and Tacomas around the campfire because we're roasting marshmallows. Your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends June 1st. Toyota, let's go places.
The walk-off homer. The double overtime win. The tourney-ending buzzer beater. Your team gives you so many reasons to grin, just like United Concordia Dental. We offer group dental benefits connecting oral health and overall health for smiles that stretch from ear to ear and head to toe. Discover how at grinwithucd.com. Grin from within. United Concordia Dental. Products underwritten by United Concordia Insurance Company and United Concordia Insurance Company of New York.
You want to save big on groceries? Then shop at Giant, where you can always save bigger. Because there are thousands of simply low prices all over the store. Just look for the bright yellow tags. It's the easiest way to get everything you want for less. And when you stack on bonus buy deals, you can save even bigger. It's time to get this bread on a budget. Shop Giant. Save bigger.
Shop Simply Low prices now on items like ballpark beef franks, $5.99 each.
Since 1904, every great Philly sandwich has started the same way, on an Amoroso's roll, baked fresh every single day. From legendary shops to courtside cravings and post-game celebrations, Amoroso's is the MVP. Make your watch party a slam dunk and grab a pack of Amoroso's rolls at your favorite supermarket. Because the best sandwiches don't just happen, they start with Amoroso's, an official partner of the Philadelphia 76ers. Why Philly sandwiches are world famous.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
Sixers trail New York 17-6. Our Toyota keys to the game. I guess I could cheat a little bit and say run them off the line because New York is 5 for 6 from 3. Turnovers, though, have plagued the Sixers, and they got to deal with the physical play a little bit better. And thirdly, second chance points. New York had 20 second chance points in that win on Friday night when they beat the Sixers by 16, 108-94. Sixers call time. They have it. They bring it across. Edgecombe met by McBride, who's made 3 straight threes. Brunson had one. Hart had one. Oubre into the lane, driving right to left. No good. Knicks double him at the rim on the left-handed shot. Towns with the rebound. Here's McBride, hounded by Edgecombe. Up top, Brunson, back to McBride. This time he's wide open. B.J. Edgecombe was guarding McBride. He left to guard Brunson, and Paul George was ambivalent, and a wide open shot. Boy, that is unacceptable. 4 threes now, or 3 threes by McBride. Check that, 4 threes and a goaltend there as Kelly Oubre gets into the lane. That defensive lapse and just inattention, and George kind of threw up his hand like, he just drilled a wide open 3, and he made 3 in a row. Sixers are down by 12. Brunson with a turnaround on Edgecombe, and that's up and good. Pirouette along the left baseline, spins, backs up, and nails it with ease. His second field goal. It's 22-8 in an elimination game. Embiid with it. He's going to shoot a 3. That's up and good. Joel Embiid over Towns. Embiid with his second field goal. Sixers cut the lead down to 11. Brunson with it to Towns. Towns counters with a 3 of his own, and that's good. Boy, I watched him shoot prior to the game. His three-point shooting, he just flicks that thing in left and right. He has incredible talent. Karl Anthony Towns shooting threes in the playoffs at 47%. Knicks 14-point lead. Oubre with a drive in traffic. Nudges right into their defense and puts it in. Showing some fight, some grit. Kelly Oubre with a left-hand leaner for two. 25-13 New York. 5:35 to go. Towns to McBride. They got a switch. Maxey's on Towns. Embiid was guarding McBride. Here's Towns into the lane. Embiid falls down, and Towns with ease over Maxey. That's what I mean. Off the dribble, he does a slight euro and gets open for a relatively easy baby hook from 10 feet in the blue painted lane. They're up 27-13. Here's George, who had the 15-point first quarter Friday to Edgecombe. BJ leans in, shot short. Towns with a rebound. New York going left to right. Brunson weaving, trying to find open teammates. Still dribbling, picks it up, plays out top to Towns. And once again, Maxey's on Towns into Bridges, deflected by George. Picked up by Hart. Back out top, McBride. Deuce McBride, shimmy, shakes, dribbles. George tips it away, 3 to shoot. McBride to Hart. He's going to have to hoist it from way out top. Desperation three, no good. George getting a hand on that ball disrupted it, and it cost them time. Shot clock violation on New York. But a 14-point lead with 4:45 to go in the opening quarter. Sixers will inbound at three-quarters court on the near side with Nick Buchart. Worked with Sean Wright and John Goebel, the officials as assigned by the NBA. New York brings in Mitchell Robinson going with two bigs, and Josh Hart goes out. But Mike Brown sends him right back to the table. Sixers ball. 12 to shoot, Embiid with it to VJ. Mitch Robinson guards VJ. To Joel, another three from Embiid. Left perimeter is good. Same spot as a moment earlier. So Embiid is 3 for 3 with a pair of three-point field goals. He's got 8 to pace the Sixers. 9-point game. Robinson down low, missed a close-range shot. Sixers swatted a Towns offering and deflected away. But Brunson gets the ball. One-on-one with George. Fires for three and in with Paul George right there. An incredible shot by Brunson. Brunson's 6'1", Paul George is 6'8". And with that, it's 30-16. Maxey on a drive. Maxey down the lane. Over the outstretched arms of Towns and in. Towns goes down. He's going to right himself, but an incredible high-arcing layup by Tyrese Maxey. Sixers making a 12-point deficit. New York 30, Sixers 18. 3:35 in the opening quarter. Towns on the right side. Gets by everybody. Inside to Robinson, and Robinson jams it. Karl Anthony Towns started from the right perimeter, dribbled around 3 Sixers, gets inside, meets Embiid, and slides it to the left, and Robinson dunks it. They're up 14 again. Edgecombe with the ball into the lane, angles back out to George. 10 to shoot. Barlow and Grimes at the table for the Sixers. Embiid to Maxey, open three, outside left, line drive, off the rim, no good. Robinson tips the rebound to Bridges. New York by 14, 3:03 to go in the opening quarter. Brunson across midcourt. Pitches back to Towns, gonna shoot it. Well, he had George on him. He was gonna shoot it three, passed on the opportunity. Looks like he wishes he would have. And now here's Brunson over Embiid for three, and it's good again. Jalen Brunson has 11. McBride has 12, and the Knicks lead 35-18. Timeout, Philadelphia. I should say so. Holy man. New York, Shamet and Clarkson about to come into the game. Towns looks like he's shaken up. He's helped off the court by Bridges. Not exactly sure. That may go back to a previous play. The Knicks are 9 of 10 from three. A win for New York puts them in the Eastern Conference Finals against the winner of Detroit and Cleveland, and it would end the Sixers season. Long way to go, but not looking good. It's 35-18. We'll be back. This is the Sixers Radio Network.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
The walk-off homer. The double overtime win. The tourney-ending buzzer beater. Your team gives you so many reasons to grin, just like United Concordia Dental. We offer group dental benefits connecting oral health and overall health for smiles that stretch from ear to ear and head to toe. Discover how at grinwithucd.com. Grin from within. United Concordia Dental. Products underwritten by United Concordia Insurance Company and United Concordia Insurance Company of New York.
Hey, it's Joe Conklin, excited about the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parx Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania and the official local casino partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. Two of the best brands in the region join together to bring fans what they love most, wins. Looking for the perfect game day destination? Visit Parx Casino's Liberty Bell Gastropub or Beer Garden to watch your teams all season long. Visit ParxCasino.com. This is how you win. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Junior 76 Academy is now accepting players for our Summer Academy overnight camp. Players from all over the world will join us this summer at the #1 camp in the NBA, training and staying at top-notch facilities, visiting the 76ers training complex, receiving professional instruction, and learning the game the 76ers way. Join the Junior 76ers team today by registering at junior76erscamp.com.
She was the sister who went unnoticed.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now, her greatest chapter is yet to come.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
From the world of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice comes a new BritBox original drama.
Mary, you will flourish.
Based on the best-selling novel, The Other Bennett Sister, now streaming only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
This is Tyrese Maxey reminding you, every 76ers game, home and away, is right here at 97.5, The Fanatic.
New York is 9 of 10 from 3. They have a, I want to say, commanding early lead, 35-18. Tom McGinnis back at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Almost 4 p.m. on this Sunday, Mother's Day. We paused 10 seconds for station ID.
This is 76ers basketball on 97.5 The Fanatic, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station celebrating 65 years of broadcasting.
Maxey with Andre Drummond coming into the game. They play into Oubre. Oubre's got 2 baskets. He drives on Brunson, collides with him, and then lays it up and good again. So Oubre has been real diligent in terms of getting into the lane. 9 field goals for the Sixers, 2 threes by Embiid. Oubre's got 3 baskets, all in the paint. 15-point New York lead, 2:20 to go. Opening quarter, Brunson pounding with the dribble out top, backing up toward midcourt. He's going to get a screen by Robinson. Into the right corner, Landry Shamet with that big game Friday. Over to Clarkson for 3. That's up, long, no. Foul on Justin Edwards on the closeout. He ran right into him. Sixers get a stop, but foul. Not only do they foul a 3-point jump shooter. Not a lot of contact. Way back 6-7 months ago, the referees were talking about the high five. You're like, wait, what's that? Not a celebratory movement. No, but when a shooter releases and follows through, the defender had been coming over in recent years and kind of just a little touch. They used to let that go. Now they don't. That's all it was. Not really with the body, but Clarkson, the veteran who's a scorer, he's in his 12th year out of Missouri, making the free throw. He was the 2021 Sixth Man of the Year. Averaged 8 points against the Hawks. And Jordan Clarkson makes quick work of 2 free throws. So Robinson has dunked one. Now Clarkson will make what could be his 3rd 3. Their bench has dominated in the series. They would be 5-zip with the reserves, and Clarkson misses the free throw, but they've scored 4, and the Sixers none. 37-30. Drummond in for Embiid, Edwards in for George, and Grimes in for Edgecombe. Here's Tyrese trying to get by Shamet down the lane, off the glass, no good. Drummond tips it, and a loose ball foul on Robinson. 37-20, the Knicks with the lead. Each game during the Sixers' home schedule, Toyota and the Sixers teamed up to honor a military member. And today, the Toyota military salute of the game was Eugenio Redmond, a 17-year member of the U.S. Air Force, currently in Dover, Delaware, where he commands a crew of 108. You could nominate somebody for the Toyota Military Hero of the Game. Contact the Sixers. Sixers.com, Military Hero presented by Toyota. An active or retired member of the military. Really nice, great reaction by the crowd. Maxey fouled by Shamet. He goes to the line.
For 10 minutes.
Tyrese
But yes, Drummond was awfully loud with the contact. Maxey floater from the foul line. Missed it, but a foul. Andrew Shamet had the hands in there, so Shamet's first foul will send Maxey to the free throw line.
That one was exceptionally light. I thought Shamet had outstanding position. And yeah, a little finger brush touch there, but the speed of Tyrese Maxey, that's what you deal with.
Would you like to take this time to address Joel Embiid's comments about the free throw disparity favoring New York in Game 3, followed up by the quote, "I guess it's good when New York wins," suggesting a kind of grand conspiracy that they would pick one big market over another big market?
Has he been fined yet?
No. I don't believe so. And, of course, those comments were quickly ridiculed as Maxey got the first, missed the second, but it's tipped in by Drummond, and now Josh Hart comes down grabbing his left ankle. He's back up on his feet and able to jog back down court from left to right. It's a 14-point game off a 3-point possession for Philly. Anyway, a lot of the Knicks free throws in Game 3 came from Hack-a-Mitch, so it was a weird argument from Embiid. It's Shamet top of the key, back near midcourt now. Maxey on him, screen on the right from Robinson. Pump fake to the right wing, now he takes the three, and he knocks it down. The Knicks aren't just making threes, they're making tough three-pointers. They're 10 of 11. Shamet's on the board, they lead by 17.
But as you watch these threes, Tyler, there's so much patience and poise, and that's what you drill as a shooter, right? Like, you have your rhythm, you have your formation of your shot down to a science that it can't be rushed.
Air ball left wing three, or left corner three from Edwards. Tip-in wouldn't go from Drummond. Hart with an ankle looking okay, speeds ahead. Clarkson up top, extra pass. Shamet wide open right angle triple, hits again. The Knicks have tied.
What do the kids do? The little nose scuba diving dance?
You're looking like Tyler Cole. The Knicks have tied an NBA playoff record with 11 made three-pointers. As we hit the final minute of the first quarter, they lead by 20, 43-23. They've got Monica doing dances on Radio Row. And now Mitchell Robinson foul drawn by Tyrese Maxey will get free throws for Philly at the basket to our left.
They are 11 of 12, folks. Like, again, another unheard of performance in the start of a closeout opportunity.
Maxey gets the first free throw. He's got 8 of their 24 points. Knicks by 19. The Sixers are 2 of 10 from 3. By the way, 10 assists on 15 made field goals for the Knicks. They're not just pulling up off the dribble here. They're running clean and obviously very efficient offense. Maxey misses the second free throw. Rebound Robinson. Can they hit a three and set the new NBA playoff record? Hart, far corner. Baseline drive on Maxey. Seals him off on a spin move. Far side mid-range now, backing him down. Foul line fade away. Tough shot off the back rim and a rebound for Drummond.
Oh, Josh Hart, don't you know nothing is falling for this team other than threes, silly?
Trying to get himself involved a bit. He's got one three-pointer.
That's what I'm saying. But the Knicks are incredible from the three-point line tonight. 91%. I mean, 71% from overall is not bad at all either.
We'll give him the 2-for-1 benefit of the doubt.
There you go.
They will get the ball back after that rush. Shot 3 to shoot, 9 to play. Maxey sprinting inside, dribbled off his leg, comes to the near sideline, and a shot clock violation. Knicks will get it back with 5.3 on the clock. Make it 6.3. They add another second. 43-24 the score, and the Knicks wanted to go quick, but Nick Nurse will get a substitution in with B.J. Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes, who took a hit in the side of the head during that last sequence.
So if they get one more three up, they can break the record for threes in a quarter?
Yep.
There's time. So you're saying there's a chance.
They've tied Cleveland's record against Miami last year. I guarantee Cleveland didn't go 11 for 12. Brunson across midcourt with 4, left to right, top of the key, Shamet with 2, 1 dribble, 3 in the air, off the mark, back rimmed it. Shamet yelling in anger that he couldn't bury it, and he didn't even know history was on the line. But the Knicks have tied an NBA playoff record with 11 made three-pointers in a single quarter. Their franchise record in any quarter, regular season or playoffs, is 11.
One of the popular questions, as you know, I've brought you into my world of engaging fans via Instagram, was would this team continue to run through Karl-Anthony Towns as a hub? It has looked very different tonight, so not in the traditional way, but I would like to call out that off of Karl-Anthony Towns' passes in this first quarter, the Knicks are 5 of 6 tonight, and his 5 assists are the most he's had in the first quarter of a playoff game in his career. That is only to be outdone by the 11 threes this team has made as a collective.
I probably said this phrase one too many times in Game 6 against Atlanta, but there's a long way to go.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
43-24 is the score. Knicks by 19. It feels like now or never for a realistic comeback bid for the Sixers, and they have to know that too when the second quarter begins. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks 43 because they went 11 of 13 from beyond the arc. Sixers 24. They went 2 for 10 from downtown. You're listening to New York Knicks playoff basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandras stayed at the counter. At Calandras Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandras bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandras Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Well, keep it rolling for a couple more quarters, and you're on your way to the Eastern Conference Finals. That has to be the Knicks' mindset right now of 3-0 in round 2. They started this game as well as you could possibly imagine, unless maybe you go back to Game 6 against Atlanta. But 11 three-pointers, 43-24. Knicks by 19. They'll get the ball to begin the second quarter. It is Jose Alvarado to run the point to begin this frame. Out there with Shamet, Clarkson, Hart, and Towns, who finds a cutting Clarkson inside for a left-hand layup. Looked like he landed on Oubre's foot, so he's hobbling back down court. But Jordan Clarkson has 4 points in 3 minutes.
I will say, Tyler, I'm not in love with how many times I feel like guys are coming up a little bit gimpy. All the more reason to get this done tonight so they can have ample time to rest just in case there becomes some nagging, looming sort of injuries.
Right side mid-ranger from Paul George is good off the assist from B.J. Edgecombe. Knicks 45, Sixers 26. Josh Hart, strong arms at 3, wide open from the left wing. Embiid gets the rebound. They were sagging off him big time. Edwards left corner. Screen from Embiid. He'll get to the near elbow pull-up jumper. Short, but a foul on Clarkson. That's his second foul. And Justin Edwards in his second year from Philadelphia will get 2 free throws. 11-11 to go in the second quarter. Knicks by 19. They've led by as many as 21.
We are in an interesting moment in this game because over the course of the regular season and even frankly into the playoffs, as you mentioned, the Knicks' slow start in Game 3, 20-8 hole. 20 points is really not a lot in today's NBA. It feels like a more notable league in this contest because of what we've seen through the series and the energy that's required to close that gap and to take a lead. But the Knicks
need to go back to what Mikal Bridges said after Game 3's game in the walkout interview. You still got to have the mindset 0-0 and have the appropriate desperation. My third key tonight was the word urgency. That applies here, even though this team obviously is up.
It was after Game 2 against Atlanta when the Hawks tied the series. Mikal Bridges said, well, we're down 1-1. He's always had the mindset of the Knicks trying to play catch-up. As the free throws are good for Edwards, he's made it a 17-point game. Alvarado and the Knicks from left to right in blue and orange. Sixers in white, red, and blue. Towns on the far side, mid-range. Hook pass to the right corner for Hart. Too tall, off his fingertips, out of bounds. Knicks only had one turnover the entire first quarter. That's an early one here in the second.
They obviously set a very, very high bar in that first quarter.
Paul George, far corner three, in and out over Towns. They are 2 of 11 from downtown. Clarkson on the right side. Hop steps around Grimes, finds Shamet right corner. Rattles in a three. 12 out of 15 from three. And Landry Shamet's got 3 of them for a 20-point lead.
He's already got 9 points in this ball game. Obviously, he had 15 in Game 3. But it's just been great to honor his process, to see him come back and have the opportunity to be impactful in this postseason.
And then they trap Paul George across midcourt. He fumbled the ball into the backcourt. And when he touched it, they whistle a backcourt violation. 10:30 left in the second quarter. Knicks 48, Sixers 28. Knicks in search of a sweep. For the first time since going 4-0 against Atlanta in the second round back in 1999. Towns at the near side angle. Up top it's Shamet, marked by Edwards, between the legs dribble, now behind the back. Shamet showing off the handle, right side mid-range, fade and pull-up, misses short. Rebound Clarkson, underneath to Towns, touch pass, hard far block, spins, shoots, scores, and one! Foul on Embiid, and the Knicks are just toying with the Sixers right now, up by 22.
It literally looked like the 3-man weave from basketball camp, except in the paint. That was incredible.
A touch pass from Towns, almost volleyball style, as Embiid came at him. Hart hesitated off the spin. Embiid caught in the air. And a 3-point play opportunity for Hart, as the Let's Go Knicks chants are louder than ever right now. At the basket, too, all right. He sinks the free throw. It's a 23-point lead.
What jubilee? Orange and blue jubilee.
Orange and blue jubilee. That's a t-shirt. There's Edgecombe across midcourt. Pass to the right wing for George. Almost stolen by a Hart, but the veteran seals him off. Screen up top from Embiid. Pick and roll. Left elbow George. Left-hand dribble. 2 steps toward the cup, and a tough floater drops it off the back rim despite the good defense from Towns.
That was a great move by Paul George, though. He has almost a small step back in that move to get away from Towns.
51-30. Knicks in front. 9:42 to go in the second. Alvarado and Towns, pick and roll, pocket pass, right elbow, hop step, pass to a cutting Hart, floater, around and down for Josh Hart. He's got 5 straight Knick points, 8 for the game, and a 23-point lead. Now Edgecombe left side, slashing toward the cup, rising with the right hand for a bank shot layup around Hart. PJ Edgecombe working hard for his first basket, 21-point game. Towns out high. Fake the handoff, speeds to the cup, hook pass over his head to Shamet, and he missed a corner 3, but an offensive rebound for Hart. Alvarado out high, passes left for Shamet, foul line fee Clarkson, floater won't go too strong, and B gets the rebound.
I'm not gonna lie, if Shamet had hit that shot off that pass, things were really getting silly.
Now it's Grimes streaking ahead, missed a right-hand layup. Nick Nurse hands on the back of his head, can't believe it. Hart finds Clarkson into the right corner, Alvarado, and he got tripped up on a drive toward the near wing by Grimes. Second foul on the Sixers. 8:52 to go in the second quarter. Knicks by 21, and they are looking like the NBA version of the Globetrotters at times in the second quarter with their passing, shooting, and just playmaking. As they will make some substitutions. Clarkson, Hart, and Shamet out. McBride, Bridges, and Robinson in to join Towns and Alvarado.
To that end, I mean, the Knicks have assisted on 14 of the 19 shots they've made.
How about 15 of the 20? Alvarado finds Towns for a right corner 3. It's a 24-point lead.
This is just impressive.
And Bridges steals a pass to the right wing for Edgecombe. Sprinting up court, he'll find a right corner shooter. Alvarado sets his feet, takes the shot. Air ball too strong. Rebound Robinson. McBride left wing triple. It's good. Deuce McBride is 5 out of 5. There's a magnet in the basketball for the Knicks tonight. They've got a 59-32 lead with 8.5 to go in the second quarter of Game 4.
I am without words. What a dominant performance man. And to me, it is clearly contagious on both sides of the floor. The Knicks have a couple of steals in this one. They're just loving finding one another. And this place, I'm not going to disrespect the Garden ever, but it sure sounds like it's a home game.
The Knicks are 14 of 19 from three. They lead this closeout game by 27. And yes, if you're thinking deja vu from round one,
you finally let yourself say it?
We'll allow it. But still, 8.5 to go in the second quarter. The Knicks will not shoot 74% for the remainder of the afternoon. At least I don't think so. But they lead at 59-32. Timeout, Nick Nurse. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Hear that? That's the beginning of a journey powered by the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle so reliable. It's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Where your journey ends? Well, that's up to you. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
See retailer for warranty details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
That Knicks timeout was sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Thousands of Sixer fans perhaps wishing they had saved their ticket cost today. But 8:26 to go for a very talented team in the second quarter. Now, the second quarter on Friday is when things flipped in the Knicks' favor. Jose Alvarado hit a three-pointer with about 8:20 left in the first half to put the Knicks in front, 38-35. They never trailed from there after falling behind 20-8 in the early going. Right now, they're up by 27 and a potential closeout game 4. Joel Embiid at the top of the arc. Sixers from right to left. He hands to George. Maxi's back in as well with Edgecombe and Dominic Barlow for the first time. Embiid rips the net on a left baseline jumper for 2. It's a 25-point game.
To Joel Embiid's credit, he does have 2 threes in tonight's contest as the Knicks have gone back to that double big lineup with Towns and Robinson both on the floor.
4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Bridges and Robinson right side pick and roll. Bridges to Towns at the far corner. Baseline drive sealed off by George. Spins, kicks, right wing Bridges. Catch and drive, pull up jumper near baseline. Very short. Rebound Maxey. 7:44 left in the second quarter. Maxey out high, passes right to George. Alvarado defending him, but George gets rid of it anyway. Embiid with his left foot at the near point. To midcourt for Maxey. Driving left baseline, Robinson stuck with him. Embiid gets open left wing. He'll catch, drive, and hits a right-hand layup. He comes away limping, but nobody touched him. 59-36.
It looks like the Knicks made a business decision on that one. Nobody contested.
Now McBride drives the lane, missed a left-hand layup. Rebound, Robinson almost tip-slammed it, but it came off the front rim and then down underneath his legs. It's tied up by Barlow, so Robinson and Dominic Barlow will take the tip as Brunson and Towns check back in.
It is so odd. Well, odd is one way to describe it. It's unusual But it's a great feeling as a team to be in a game where you're shooting 44% from the two-point land, but 73% from three-point land. And that's where the Knicks are in this one so far tonight.
At the foul line to our right, Robinson, the 7-footer, against Barlow, who's 6'9". John Goble throws it up, and Robinson wins it toward the timeline for Brunson. Just 9 to shoot, though, on the left sideline. Marked by George. Screen on the right from Bridges. Rejects it with a crossover to the far baseline. On the left-hand scoop shot misses short. Rebound Robinson. Kick out Bridges. Far corner Brunson. Catch and shoot 3. Short. Got his own rebound. Steps toward the cup. Out to the left wing for Bridges. He'll launch a 3. Front rim, no. Tipped by Robinson again, but this time Barlow stepped in front of Bridges. Tipped it out of bounds off of Philly. And the Knicks will get a 4th shot opportunity on this possession, up by 23.
All right, you said it, that it was unlikely that the Knicks would remain as hot as they did in the first quarter, where they shot 84% from the three-point line. And that's okay, because there's a lot of room before they would be turned into a bad shooting night.
Brunson, right elbow, alley-oop. Robinson couldn't lay it in off the front rim, and he tipped it out to McBride. Another offensive rebound. Baseline drive, Hart, floater won't go. Robinson got a hand on it, but Barlow took it away. And the Knicks come up empty on 5 shots on the possession. Maxey speeding ahead coast to coast for a right-hand layup. And out of the timeout, the Sixers have scored 6 straight points. It's now down to a 21-point game.
Honestly, Tyrese Maxey just going full go. And Joel Embiid at the rim have been the best offense for the Sixers.
But a momentum stopper for Mikal Bridges. He went from the foul line all the way to the right block for a right-hand layup. Bridges has 4 points. Feels like he's got about 10 with the rest of the team scoring brilliantly around him. Edgecombe is straight on 3, off the front rim, then off the backboard, and a loose ball foul by Barlow over the top of Josh Hart, who was slow to get up. First foul on Barlow, 3rd foul on the Sixers. Halfway through the second quarter, Josh Hart on his feet now, but clearly shaken up. It's 61-38 Knicks.
The Sixers are just 2 for 12 from the three-point line. Woo!
Nick Nurse said he's not sure how to generate better looks than what they're getting in the series. He says his players just need to start making the looks, and that has not happened so far tonight. McBride up top. Pass to his left for Bridges. 12 to shoot. Screen on the right for McBride. Robinson up top. Try to hand it back to Bridges. He did. Right corner shooter Josh Hart. Front rim to 3. Rebound Edgecombe. Knicks started 14 of 19 from 3. They've missed their last 3. Maxey slashing again. Right-hand layup off the back rim. Rebound fumbled by Embiid. Knicks on the break. 4-on-1. A Hart to a left wing shooter. McBride off the catch. He can't hit that one. He was 5 of 5. Offensive rebound. Bridges surrounded by Barlow and Edgecombe. Spins away from the double team and banked it. Another layup. And a right-hand bicep flex from the slender Mikal Bridges.
I actually thought that was going to be an and one play. We're going to get a trip to the free throw line.
Oh, he earned it. And he gets a hand on a pass left wing to Embiid. They're down on the deck for it. Jump ball is called. And Embiid is grabbing his lower back near his left hip. 5:06 to go in the second quarter. 6-0 Philly run has been answered by a Knick burst. It's back to a 25-point lead, and Embiid is booed by the Knicks fans on his home court as he's just now helped to his feet by Maxey and George.
I just love the energy of Mikal Bridges, though. He deflects that ball. It's loose. Both he and Joel Embiid dive on the floor, trying to get to it. Nothing malicious there. I mean, it's a bang-bang play. You had appendectomy a couple weeks ago. You decide to play. It's how it goes.
It'll be a center court jump ball. Karl Anthony Towns will check in. He has not committed a foul yet. Mitchell Robinson only has 1. So Robinson out, Towns in. It is a 25-point Knick lead with 5:06 to go in the second quarter. 14 on the shot clock. It'll start ticking down if Philly wins the jump. It'll go to 24 if the Knicks win it. And Embiid with a size advantage on Bridges. Tips it back toward Edgecombe. Crosses over Towns, top of the key. Driving the lane and an acrobatic left-hand layup for Edgecombe. Gets 2 around Towns. It's back to a 23-point game. Brunson slipping to the foul line. Hop step in the lane and a high arcing floater won't go. Towns got a hand on the offensive rebound. And then another jump ball is called. I believe VJ Edgecombe got hands on it, so he's giving up almost half a foot to Towns. They will jump it up at the right side foul line. The Knicks are out offensive rebounding the Sixers 10-4, and a lot of that has happened on the last few possessions.
I also will say this, there's a level of scrappiness that's sort of been renewed by the Sixers here, so the Knicks got to make sure that they are mindful to meet that moment.
Tap to the near sideline. Brunson able to save it. Keeps his tippy toes in bounds despite the pressure of Oubre. Now it's Towns at the right point. Brunson comes toward the ball. They'll give him a handoff. Just 3 to shoot. The Brunson right wing. Right hand dribble. Step back toward the near angle. Three-pointer. Short. Rebound Edgecombe. The Knicks have missed their last 5 3-pointers. Now it is Edgecombe stepping toward the lane. Floater, no. Tip in, rebound from Embiid, and one. He was pushed in the back by Towns. Now Brunson wants to challenge, but all they would get, I believe, is just no free throw for Embiid, unless he thinks Embiid committed the foul. 4:20 left in the second quarter. Sixers, I guess you could say, hanging around. They're only down by 21 now after trailing by as many as 27.
The PA announcer just said that was Karl Anthony Towns' second. I have him down for 1 according to our box score, which I was about to comment on being very impressive for him in this series.
It is just his first. At the basket to our left, Towns connects on the free throw. It's a 20-point game, and Mike Brown will take a timeout. The Sixers have shaved 7 points off the Knicks' lead. They're back within 20, 63-43, with 4:20 left in the second quarter. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon.
What a terrific game so far. But we said that it was a long game. As giddy as that first quarter made you, the Sixers have made a push, and the Knicks have gotten a little less effective from behind the three-point line in the second quarter. And so everybody still needs to be prepared to play with a level of intensity and meet the urgency of the moment.
Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Learn more about Amazon Hub Delivery and get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. McBride has 15 on 5 3-pointers. Brunson has 11. Shamit's got 9. But Joel Embiid trying to drag the Sixers back in this thing. 15 points in 17 minutes. Tyrese Maxey has 10 as well. But with 4:20 left before halftime, it's a 20-point Knicks lead and a potential closeout Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Terrell Owens of 49er and Eagle fame is shown on the video board here. That's my quarterback. 63-43. Knicks in front. 4:20 left in this second quarter.
Just to be clear, folks, Tyler's a 49ers fan.
No, but his quote was, "That's my quarterback." I think he was crying. Was it Tony Romo who got injured and he was upset about it? I forget.
Wasn't it Romo? I remember when he said it, but I can't remember the quarterback.
Neither can I. And he was doing sit-ups on his front lawn.
That's probably when I first fell for media. I'm like, why is everybody in this guy's driveway? What's going on?
That made you want to be a journalist?
I was like, what is this happens? What's happening? This seems odd.
Next question.
Yes.
4:18 to go in the second quarter. T.O. is here. Knicks by 20. But they've gone cold from 3. Missing their last 5 after starting 14 of 19. From left to right they go. 8 to shoot for Brunson on the right side. It's Towns, near side, mid-post, backing down George, left-hand dribble toward the dotted line. Spins to the restricted area, missed the shot, but they're going to call him for an offensive foul. And he comes away grabbing his lip. But it will be the second foul on Towns, as that Paul George matchup has not been easy to deal with for Towns.
I just really wish he had gone the other way. I mean, George waited. He clearly has watched the tape. Literally, he fell as Karl-Anthony Towns was making his move. Like, he just sold it. If Cat drops to the left, goes the other way, he'd have had a layup.
Oubre, far angle. Marked by Brunson. Crossover to the foul line, trying to post him up. Spins middle of the lane, and a floater missed short. They're going to call a foul on Jalen Brunson this time. It's his first. I thought they might get Towns with his third, coming over on help defense. So I think they're okay with that result, even though the Knicks did not like the foul call.
So now we've got a little bit of strategy here, right? Kelly Oubre is one of the guys for the Sixers who's been able to play with some energy tonight. He's got 6 points in this one to not be a guy named Embiid or Maxey. Leads the way with scoring. Every time he sees Jalen Brunson, he's looking to take him in the paint and see what he could create.
But he front rims the free throw. And you're right, Monica, that's been a reliable source of offense for Oubre. He's got size and length on Brunson, and he's been able to get to a decent shooting area, but they haven't always dropped for him. At the foul line to our left, he'll take a couple dribbles. And he was about to make it, but then Drummond tipped it in off the front rim. So basket interference and an empty possession for Oubre and the Sixers. Still a 20-point Knick lead.
That is a fatigue mistake if I've ever seen one.
Knicks have their starting 5 out there. That means McBride is in each of his first 5 3-pointers. OG Anunoby still day-to-day with a hamstring strain. It's Hart at the center court logo. Knicks attacking the basket to our right. Up top for Towns, marked by Drummond. He'll rip through, drive right, kick it right corner. Brunson, 3-pointer. It's good. And he went down on the floor. He thought Oubre fouled him, but Jalen Brunson gives the Knicks a 23-point lead. Oubre on the other end, left corner, holds the ball high. Jab steps left, kips up top for George. Underneath, they'll find a right hand slamming Andre Drummond. It's a 21-point game.
All right, look at that.
3:05 to go. Brunson, right side baseline, penetration, kick, right wing 3. Hart connects. Josh Hart has not had a great postseason from 3, but he's hit 2 of 4 tonight. It's Oubre already to the front court. Reverse layup wouldn't go, but he got fouled by Towns. 24-point Knick lead. 2:53 to go in the second quarter. But one of the paths to a comeback for the Sixers is getting Towns off the floor. And he'll have to leave now with 3 fouls in 17 minutes. He has 9 assists, Monica.
Listen, to finish the first quarter with 5, I mean, yes, Karl-Anthony Towns is a hub for this offense all over the floor.
Oubre will get 2 more free throws, and this one is good. So Robinson's coming in, Towns coming out. He is 2 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds away from a triple-double.
So if we just look at this second quarter in isolation after the Knicks obviously had a very comfortable margin, a 19-point margin after the first quarter, the score is 26-22 in favor of the Knicks. And so it is obviously a much closer game, which our eyes are also telling us. So they've got to continue to meet the moment and make sure they are not letting the Sixers outwork them.
Oubre gets 2. It is a 22-point game. Knicks have led by as many as 27. They trailed 2-0. They're going to hack a Mitch, 2:48 to go in the second quarter. He was 4 of 8 from the line on Friday, including 1 trip when he made 2 of 2, and another trip when he was 0 of 2. They're going to have to do it again, though, because they only had 4 fouls. Now they only have 4, so you need to get to 5 to force him to the free throw line. Brunson, far sideline inbound. Can they run a quick play to avoid the foul on Robinson? No, they pass him the ball, and then he's pushed in the back by Drummond, which will send Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line. 2:47 left in the second quarter. Knicks lead 69-47.
Well, it seemed improbable to have a team shoot 84% from the three-point line. So the basket is wide open tonight. And Mitchell Robinson has talked about wanting to take pride in these opportunities so that he is not a liability when he's on the floor. Why not in front of this semi-home crowd?
I love that perspective. Right side foul line, hits the first. I can definitely tell you based off the crowd now if the shot went in or not. They are going nuts for Mitchell Robinson. He had 6 points in game 3, 4 at the free throw line, and the other 2, I guarantee you saw the still frame of it on social media. The inbound alley-oop over the back of Joel Embiid.
Oh, my God.
So Monica definitely saw it.
I made it the cover of my post.
Robinson gets both. 71-47, and Nick Nurse might just be out of options if Robinson's going to hit free throws. George out high, passes right to Embiid. He'll feed the far corner for B.J. Edgecombe, who front rims the 3 as he hit the rookie wall. Rebound Hart, bounce pass to a streaking McBride on the high side wing, picked up his dribble, pivots, looking for a way out with George hounding him. We'll get it to Brunson near midcourt. 2:20 left in the second quarter. Brunson crosses Oubre all the way to the rim. Left-hand layup, no. Tipped in by Robinson, but first we have a foul on the initial Brunson shot, I believe. So you can't count the basket. It should be free throws for Brunson if we have it right.
Foul's on Joel Embiid. That's his third.
And yes, Embiid fouled.
No, it's Robinson on the rebound.
Embiid fouled Robinson. But they say it was before he was tipping that ball in. So instead of an and one, it's no basket and 2 free throws. It's a bit of a tough break for the Knicks, but they'll get the hottest shooter in the series
there you go.
Back to the line.
There you go.
At the right side basket. That one rattled out. Soft touch. They rolled from the left side rim all the way to the back iron and then poked free to the right. So not off by much as he'll get his second free throw. Edgecombe comes out. It has not been his night. Grimes comes in. Another free throw for Robinson. In the air, off the back rim, tip back to Robinson to the free throw line. Brunson at the left point can slow things down. Knicks lead by 24. Another offensive rebound from Mitchell Robinson. Knicks have 12 of them in this first half. Brunson off the dribble, straight on 3. Bricked it wide left. George the rebound. He'll spin out of pressure. Robinson 4 offensive rebounds today. George skips a pass, left corner, Grimes, a catch and shoot 3, buried it. Over the closeout of Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes with a 3-pointer makes it a 21-point game.
Now, if this thing it falls to around 15-14, I mean, that's nothing in an NBA basketball game with so much time left to play. So, again, the Knicks have to keep their foot on the gas.
Last thing you want to do is give the Sixer team hope. 94 seconds left before halftime. Bridges crossing to the far side, mid-range pull-up jumper is perfect over Embiid. And if he finds that range consistently, like he has all series, that's an unblockable shot for Mikal Bridges. He's got 8 points, 1:20 left in the second quarter.
He's got 6 points in this second quarter, might I add. Oh, gosh.
Look out here. Robinson pulls down Embiid from behind on the far side mid-range. It's the second foul on Robinson. Embiid fell down backwards on top of him, and he had to worry about extracurriculars happening, but good to see both of those gargantuan players separated. Free throws for Embiid, and Robinson just sets up on the far side lane line.
So, just the rest of this way, we got 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. I'm going to keep an eye just on this second quarter box because I really want to see what are the Knicks going to go to in terms of opportunities to grow and be better in the second half. A lot of it obviously is going to come from this second quarter. The margin in terms of scoring is just 4 with Joel Embiid heading to the free throw line. The Knicks still have an advantage at the three-point line. They're shooting 35% in the second quarter. The Sixers are shooting just 25% from the 3 in the second quarter. But the Sixers are 5 of 6 on the free throw line as the free throws are about to come up. That's been a key, and the Knicks are just 3 of 5.
It looks like Paul George is bleeding out of his right hand, so a timeout on the floor while they address that. So the Knicks have a 73-50 lead with 1:15 to go in the second quarter.
All right, as this thing is winding down, let's take a look at our ingredients to victory, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. And so far in this basketball game, obviously, three-point shooting has been a thing of beauty. Chef's kiss, stick your finger in the bowl while grandma was baking, all of that, run away with a little sweet treat. That's what you got in terms of three-point shooting. The perfect day on Mother's Day, baking with your loved ones, right? Then last for me, I'm still going to rebounding because the Knicks have done an outstanding job on the glass in this one. 26-17 in the rebounding category, good for 11 second chance points. Those are your ingredients to victory, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. Calandra's Bakery, just 4 simple ingredients and still made by hand since 1962. Available fresh daily at your local supermarket.
First free throw from Embiid, nothing but net. He has not missed a shot in this game 4, 16 points, 6 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown, and now 2 of 2 from the line. Knicks by 22. Well, this is around the time you felt the Hawks fold in Game 6 in the first round. That has not happened from Philadelphia as Embiid gets both, so 17 points for him. That's a game high. 1:15 left in the second quarter. 21-point game after the Knicks led by as many as 27. From left to right comes Jalen Brunson and the Knicks on the near sideline. Bridges, Huckporty out on the floor with Robinson getting hacked and Towns with 3 fouls. McBride up top, dribbles left elbow on Maxey, creates some space, steps back, and a reach-in by Maxey will send McBride to the free throw line. Now, this is where the Hackamich hurts Philly. They put themselves in the penalty, so every foul is free throws. McBride was actually passing out of that jump shot, so instead of a side out, it'll be 2 free throws for an excellent foul shooter. McBride 79% during the regular season, and that one's perfect to make it a 22-point game.
It's a good-looking shot by Deuce McBride. And you're right, as soon as he shot that, I was like, I should have kept going with the shot to get to the free throw line. But you're right, bonus.
The video board says, make some noise, get loud. And I'm sure folks can hear that is not working. It's on your feet. Everybody is seated here unless the folks are dressed in orange and blue. And there are thousands of them, maybe even tens of thousands as McBride gets both. 23-point Knick lead, final minute, second quarter. Embiid up top, pass from Maxey was tipped and stolen by Bridges. Hard across the timeline to Brunson, wide open right wing 3. McBride's even more open, and he hits a corner triple. It's his 6th three-pointer of the first half, and Deuce McBride gives the Knicks a 26-point lead.
He is asking these folks, what's the record in this joint? What history can I break today from behind the three-point line?
Joel Embiid foul baits and succeeds. He leaned in for an awkward fadeaway, middle of the lane on Huckporty. They will give him the foul call. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. It is a 26-point Knick lead, 78-52.
Man. Well, you don't expect the Sixers to roll over. They're going to do their best with what they've got. But the Knicks just continue. They have the opportunity to come at you in waves, which is something that as you listen to sports talk, television, or even radio, it's a characteristic that is most often associated with the Oklahoma City Thunder as one of the teams that are remaining in this playoff.
Foul line left. It's Embiid with the free throw. He drains it. 4 for 4 from the line, 18 points. Before Deuce McBride drilled another 3. It was Embiid leading the way in the scoring department, but McBride's got 20. Easy math. 6 threes, 2 free throws. 20 points for Deuce McBride. And you feel even more confident going forward about him stepping in, whether it's in a starting role for OG Anunoby or just staying hot off the bench. Because remember, it was Landry Shamet who had to close because McBride was a little bit off in Game 3. McBride's making sure he continues to be the lead option if they need an extra starter. Free throw's good for Embiid. 24-point Knick lead. 8 to shoot, 19 to play. Bridges at the right side. He'll dribble, drive, kick. Left wing 3, Josh Hart. Another 3. Josh Hart's got 3 3-pointers today. 81-54. Knicks by 27.
The Knicks are approaching NBA record and a half as well, the way that they're shooting.
They got 18 right now. 3 seconds left. Grimes off the dribble. Hits a 3 with 1.2 to go for the near side angle. 24-point game. Hart will chuck it from 60 feet. It comes up short. And at the half, thanks to a blistering shooting first quarter and just enough to sustain it in the second. The Knicks have an 81-57 lead, up 24 in a potential closeout game on the road in Philly.
With those 18 threes, they have in fact tied the record, and so it's been an outstanding night as far as three-point shooting for this team. Man, and what I really appreciate, Tyler, is you and I have talked a lot through this playoff series that they have not been reliant on the three, but when you're shooting this well, you ain't got to fix it because it ain't broke.
They went through a 2-for-8 slump after starting 14 of 19, but then Deuce McBride got right back in the three-point column with Josh Hart not far behind. Keep an eye on Josh Hart. He was 7 of 34 from three, first 9 games of the postseason. 3 of 5 tonight. If that continues, well, look out, Eastern Conference and beyond. It is time for the halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. It's hosted by our good friend Pat O'Keefe. Stay tuned. The Knicks have an 81-57 lead at the half in Game 4. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. 3rd generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. Now, here's Pat O'Keefe.
And the Knicks are putting on an absolute show in their attempt to complete a 4-game playoff sweep for the first time in 27 years. On this Mother's Day, 81-57 is the halftime score, as the Knicks have already knocked down 18 three-pointers, a 62% clip. Just an unbelievable performance so far for the Knicks in the first half in Philadelphia. We welcome you into the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. Pat O'Keefe joining you from our New York City studios. Closeout scenario for the Knicks, leading 3-0. Second straight game without OG Anunoby, and once again, they have come out with the absolute right mindset. Great to be joined, as we have been throughout the playoffs, by Alan Hahn to break down the first half. And Alan, I'll just throw this out to you generally. Please just sum up what we just saw in the first half from this team in a closeout scenario.
This is as locked in as we've ever seen this group, and it shows you that closeout game in Atlanta had that same feel. Just stepped into that game locked in and blew the Hawks off the floor. And it kind of had that same feel here with that 17-6 start, 22-8. Like, it just felt like they were ready right out of the gate, and they caught the Sixers just scrambling. The three-point shot is also it is the greatest weapon in the sport. And when you shoot it at the clip, the Knicks shot it, especially in that first quarter. I mean, 11 of 13. And Deuce McBride, you talk about locked in, 6 of 7 from downtown. It's really about that more than anything. The Knicks defense was very good. The Sixer defense was horrifically bad. And the Knicks just picked them apart with great passing. It's really the culmination of all these things, the mental approach the Knicks took to this game, and then on top of it, the red-hot three-point shooting was a recipe for success and a recipe for disaster for the Sixers. And the Knicks have another half to go here. You know, the Sixers did punch back a little in that second quarter now, Pat, but still, when you look at 81-57 in a closeout game on the road at the half, if you're the Knicks, you're taking this and you're just trying to bring it home.
They led by 19 after the first, increased that lead to 24 here at the half. They've led by as many as 27. Knicks fans, the action doesn't stop when the buzzer sounds. Catch ESPN New York on YouTube for all the New York sports talk you love. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Subscribe now and stay locked in. ESPN New York on YouTube. And with the Knicks up 81-57, it's time now for the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon.
It's McBride speeding ahead. Deuce chance start already. Thought about a left wing three, but Edgecombe won't leave him alone. Brunson gets it back to McBride. They left him alone this time, and he makes him pay. Deuce McBride is 4 for 4 from downtown. It's a 20-6 Knick lead.
It's just one of them days when a shooter can't be stopped.
Alan, playoff game, non-playoff game, middle of the week game in January. I don't remember a game where the Knicks were this hot from downtown.
Yeah, like especially what we're seeing, well, especially in the postseason, Pat. This is all franchise record stuff we're seeing, and this run has been all historic. If you think about it, all the different things that we've seen them do since this run started in Game 4 in Atlanta, it's one after another, these different historical landmarks that they are hitting and benchmarks that they're hitting. And, you wonder – when do they get cold? But that's what it feels like when you have a group that is as locked in as this team is. Mike Brown has talked about it, how this team's been through some stuff. They've been through this, and it's almost like it's kind of coming together at the right time where they all understand where they are in the moment. Look, a lot of teams after going up 3-0 might just, maybe a little complacent coming into a game like this, a little softer coming into a game like this. And the home team especially comes out and they're ready to throw every haymaker they can throw. The Sixers did not do that, and the Knicks looked like the hungrier team. And it was something I thought that Mikal Bridges said to us on the MSG postgame show about the mindset of going into this game, coming out of Game 3 up 3-0. He said the mentality is 0-0 and to be desperate and to play desperate. And they certainly look like that's what they're doing here.
Yeah, they've been the team that has looked more desperate since the opening tip, and that was the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Aged longer and never watered down. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Campari America, New York, New York, never compromise, drink responsibly. This is the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. Pat O'Keefe with Alan Hahn. Knicks lead the 76ers 81-57 in their attempt to close out this second-round series in a 4-game sweep. So they're on a 6-game winning streak right now, Alan. 5 of those those wins by double figures. This is Game 7. The Knicks are up by 24. They're on the verge of returning to the conference finals. What are you learning from the Knicks during this now 7-game stretch?
Yeah, it's to me, it's the mental toughness. A lot of toughness talk has been surrounding this team over the last 2 years when they made some changes to the roster, and that's been brought up a lot. And I'll tell you, is in this stretch, it's amazing what happens when a team goes down 2-1 in the first round when they have expectations of reaching the NBA Finals. You have this sort of, meeting of the minds. All right, who are we? What do we want to be? Is this who we're going to be? And it just feels like everyone just understood that they need to take it up a notch. Like, there was audio of Nick Nurse on the TV broadcast on ABC of him talking to his team during the first quarter, and he said, they're just playing with great energy. We've got to play harder. We've got to play harder. And that is the exact thing that Quinn Snyder was saying in his series, the Hawks coach. They're just playing harder than we are. And at some point you realize that that's a championship level of effort that you're getting. It's something Josh Hart talked about. What he loved most about the way the Knicks were playing over this stretch. You could talk about the shooting, over 50% now in 6 straight games? Like he said, we give something. This is exactly what he said. We continue to give something game after game, and that's energy. And that's what we strive to have, the energy, the physicality, attention to detail, and focus. We try to have that every game, and we need to do that every game. They understand the skill is there on this team. The depth is here on this team. The experience is on this team. It's that consistent energy that when they bring it, they're showing you their ceiling is very high.
Alan, great stuff. Enjoy the post-game show on MSG. I anticipate you and Bill and Wally and Monica will have plenty to talk about as the Knicks are up by 24.
Should be some fun. Let's see what happens. Thanks, Pat.
All right, Alan Hahn here at the Half Stream. Knicks pre- and post-game coverage during the playoffs, plus hours of on-demand content anywhere you go. Download the Gotham Sports app. It's free with your MSG TV subscription. Sign in and start streaming today. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
And that was the Knicks halftime report powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Second half coming up from Philadelphia with Tyler Murray and Monica McNutt, and I will be back with you on the postgame show. Knicks are 1 half away from returning to the Eastern Conference Finals as they lead the 76ers 81-57. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This has been the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. The second half is coming right up.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Ready to begin the second half here in Game 4. Knicks have a 3-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals, so that, of course, means if they can hang on to this 24-point lead, they'll be on their way to their second consecutive Eastern Conference finals. But Philly, an impressive enough response after falling behind by 27 to stay somewhat connected, and Quentin Grimes hit a near buzzer-beating three-pointer at the very end of the second quarter to cut the 27-point lead down to 24. With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Learn more about Amazon Hub Delivery and get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. The Knicks shot 14 of 19 to begin their three-point night, but they've cooled off a little bit. They're now 18 of 29, so they've still made 4 of their last 10. Monica, aside from continuing to make every single three-pointer they take, what can the Knicks do to make sure they close this thing out?
Well, I think, Tyler, to me, it's going to be about how they maintain their energy on the defensive side of the basketball. And I get it, like, it's been great. They've got a wide margin so far. That might be something that seems a little bit far-fetched. But none of these leads are given up in 2 possessions, right? It would be a small thing in terms of allowing the Sixers to find something that is effective and then getting a rhythm. For example, they allowed the Sixers to shoot 10 free throws in that second quarter. They went 9 of 10 from the free throw line, and so that's something that you have to keep an eye on. The paint scoring for Philly comes alive in that second quarter, 28-16. And I get it, we could do the math about 3s versus 2s, but you have to be mindful of the areas in which Philly is finding success and make sure you are making it as difficult as possible despite the score.
Quick NBA lottery update if you haven't been able to check it out. Congratulations to the Washington Wizards. 17 wins. It earns them the #1 pick in a loaded NBA draft, and hopefully, just for the sake of their fans, a franchise resurrecting selection. Same story for Utah. They move up 2 spots to get the #2 pick. Memphis jumps 3 spots to pick 3rd, and the big winner, the Chicago Bulls, in what many are calling a 4-player draft, they go all the way to 4. Indiana gets no pick. They gave it away, protected in the Ivica Zubac trade, and it did not land where it needed to. So that's probably a pretty big win for the rest of the Eastern Conference. Indiana will be good next year. They will not have a first-round pick, though. Knicks ball from left to right. Towns finds a cutting Bridges, and he hits a left-hand layup right off the opening start of the third quarter. They go back to their bread and butter. Towns as the offensive hub, and he picks up his 10th assist. Edgecombe on the right side wing. It's George into the near corner, and he drills a 3 over both Brunson and Hart. And Paul George gets hot. This is a game again. He's made it a 23-point game. Remember, George had 15 points in the first quarter, game 3, none the rest of the way. Brunson driving around Edgecombe, and as he beat him to the elbow far side, the rookie reached around and whacked him from behind. First foul in the quarter goes against Philly. Knicks by 23.
All right, so we just talked about the Knicks remaining urgent, right? Got to find Paul George. That's an entity that you've known throughout the course of this series. And then you got to continue to be aggressive and attack this defense.
Brunson, screen on the right from Towns toward the far side wing. Will slip past Edgecombe again. Bounce pass underneath for Hart. Spins, passes, left wing Towns. 3 to shoot. Drives baseline on George. A long floater at the end of the shot clock. Misses, but he got pushed by George. And 2 free throws coming up for Towns. Now the Sixer bench was arguing for a travel on Hart. Not sure he got that pass off before coming back down to the court, but they say he did. And in the end, it's 2 free throws for Towns with the Knicks up 23. 1 minute gone by in the third quarter.
Towns Hart was holding his head, trying to draw attention to the contact he believed was there when Joel Embiid was guarding him.
Both Towns and Embiid have 3 personal fouls. As Towns sinks the free throw, that's his first of the game. He has 9 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. Surprisingly low number in that department, but of course, his triple-double watch continues.
Well, when your team is shooting lights out, there ain't a whole bunch of rebounds to be had.
This is now 7 straight wins the Knicks are going for. It'll be a franchise record for one single postseason. Towns gets both free throws. So he's got 10 points, and for the 7th straight game now, he is fully on triple-double watch. It's been remarkable to see his contributions continue to grow. 6 rebounds away from a triple-double. Embiid on the left side wing, almost dropped the bounce pass from Maxey. He'll dribble to the foul line. Now tries to drive right side on Towns. Nowhere to go, so he steps back for a tough pull-up jumper and sinks it. 23-point game. Embiid is 7 of 7 from the field. He's got 21 points. That is the new game high. McBride has 20. All 5 Knicks starters in double figures. Towns pump fake left wing, speeds past Embiid and right to the rim for a right-hand layup. That was too easy for Karl-Anthony Towns.
I like it. Towns keeping it very simple but very decisive, just blowing by Embiid, who wants no part of defending. Ooh.
And now Embiid able to draw a foul on Towns. He was trying to maybe draw a charge, got his body in front of him as Embiid was lumbering toward the dotted line, and they will call Towns for his 4th foul. He just gave the Knicks a 25-point lead, but they might have to consider taking him out of the game.
Yeah, I would. I'd go ahead and take him out now. But the other thing about it is you got to be smart. You got to play to your strengths. When has Karl-Anthony Towns ever drawn a charge? And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but know your strengths. Put yourself in the best position to potentially block the shot, but to survive the play without giving up a foul.
And that felt like a moment where Embiid got him on one end, Towns scored at Embiid on the other end, and then as Embiid tried to go to the basket for another bucket, it got a little more personal as Embiid gets the first free throw.
Now, what's the verb that you used in that sentence? I'll tell you, it was felt. Feelings cannot be trusted. You need to make a read. You got to make a smart read. It's playoff basketball.
Towns comes out. Robinson comes in. He's got 2 fouls of his own. Knicks had to use Ariel Hukporti for the final 60 seconds of the first half. The boos are for Embiid. Reminder, we are in Philadelphia. Embiid misses the second free throw. His first missed shot of the entire game. 7 of 7 from the field and now 6 of 7 from the line. But still 22 points. He's made it a 24-point game. Bridges far sideline. Screen from Robinson. Driving on Embiid. Dotted line. Step back left elbow. Nowhere to go. And now it's Hart back towards center court. 5 to shoot. Passes left wing for Bridges. Baseline drive around Embiid. Double team underneath. Kicked to far corner. 3 from McBride off the front rim. Tipped by Robinson out to Bridges, but it's stolen from him from behind by Oubre. McBride 6 of 8 from 3. Maxey finds a right corner shooter. Paul George missed it short. Rebound contested and out of bounds off of VJ Edgecombe with Bridges fighting for it. Knicks ball from right to left. They're up by 24. With 9:41 to go in the third quarter.
I like the energy that Bridges is playing with. He's got 3 assists and 3 rebounds as well to go along with his 10 points, and he was all over that possession defensively.
Bridges and Robinson pick and roll. Bridges right elbow, pull-up jump shot, got it. Mikal Bridges 6 of 9 from the field, 12 points, and the Knicks are up 89-63.
I'm not sure who was over on the Sixers side, but he was pointing at that bench to somebody.
He's always pointing at somebody.
You're right, that is his thing.
Joel Embiid, a left elbow catch and shoot jumper, good over Robinson. He's got 24. It's a 24-point game. Ball tipped out of bounds by Edgecombe across the midcourt. Knicks will keep it far sideline inbound.
Embiid, to be fair, as is Mitchell Robinson, although Mitchell Robinson just stood up. Both of those guys tugging at their shorts.
Robinson will hand to Brunson, sets him a screen on the right side wing, steps into a three-pointer. Brunson buries it. 5 3-pointers for the Knick captain today. It's a 27-point Knick lead. Maxey chucks a pass to the far corner. Now Embiid at the left elbow. Pump fake sealed off by Robinson. Far corner. Edgecombe, they go give and go. Edgecombe catches baseline drive, spins underneath, and hits a tough layup over Deuce McBride. It's a 25-point game.
That's a good move by a young man who's had an exceptional rookie season.
Brunson to the foul line, throws a lob to Robinson. He stuffs it over Embiid again. Jalen Brunson, assist number 6. Knicks by 27.
Again, Mitchell Robinson playing in his role. He's got 6 points already. He finished game 3 with 6 and 5 rebounds to go with that.
Embiid passed up a wide open 3 from the right side. Perimeter hands to Maxey. He'll take a 3 from that same spot. Front rimmed it all the way out of bounds near sideline. And speaking of the Robinson dunk over Embiid, apparently...
You mean the Picasso?
Yes.
Okay,
the
continue.
Mona Lisa of Mitch. They've got Knicks fans behind the basket with Embiid shooting free throws. They're holding screenshot printouts of that dunk.
Why not?
When he shoots free throws.
I love it. Why not?
And whoever came up with that, it seems simple, but truly it is genius. 8:09 to go in this third quarter. Knicks 94, Sixers 67. Brunson, right side drive, bank shot, no, over Grimes, rebound, Embiid. It's Edgecombe, full head of steam to the foul line, runs over Hart, no call, kick out left wing Grimes, back rim the three-pointer. Now Maxey off the offensive rebound from Edgecombe, buries a right side angle three, and makes it a 24-point game again, 94-70.
I kind of would like to see Mike Brown give his starters a little bit of a blow here. I just feel like the Sixers are going to make a real push at some point in this fourth quarter, and it might not necessarily align up with his typical rotations, but Josh Hart has hit the ground a couple of times, and I think he deserves a little bit of a blow because I do think the best is yet to come for the Sixers. Now, how much it closes the gap, I don't know.
The oohs and ahs from the Crowder for Jalen Brunson, crossing over Barlow, left wing all the way to the rim for a reverse layup. Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds, and a 99-70 Knick lead forces a Nick Nurse timeout.
There's a Sixers fan in front of us, about 3 rows down. He stood up, he put his hood over his head. It happens to be a blue Sixers hood over his Sixers cap. That might be, if I may, from my colleague Richard Jefferson, your timestamp. Time of death potentially in this ball game.
It is a 29-point lead, their largest of the game. And after a three-pointer from Maxey, brought it down to a 24-point contest. Jalen Brunson said, enough of this. And he scored 5 in a row. Steal from McBride. He's able to get assist number 2. And the Knicks have a 99-70 lead with 7:19 to go. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSD Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level. And the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
7:19 to go in the third quarter of Game 4. Knicks have a chance to close this thing out. Popular pick was Knicks at 6, Sixers at 7. No one seemed absolutely positive who was going to win this series. Mostly a lean toward the Knicks. They were favored in Vegas, but very few could have expected the potential outcome if the Knicks hang on to this 29-point lead with a quarter and a half to go. They've put themselves in a position where Knicks in 4 is very realistic. They've got McBride, Brunson, Hart, Bridges, and Robinson on the floor, so no substitutions made for the Knicks.
If I may take an opportunity to tie 2 of my basketball worlds together, when we were in Phoenix for this year's Women's Final Four, South Carolina upset UConn, who had been undefeated and was the favorite to win it all. But they did it in the semifinal. By the time they got to the final, they were cooked and had nothing left for UCLA. We then went on to realize that all the stats predict that if you beat UConn in the semifinal, 11 out of the 13 times it had been done, you lose the next game. So I submit to you, the Sixers used all their gas up on the Boston Celtics.
Mikal Bridges front rims a left wing three after Tyrese Maxey clanked one on the other end. Edgecombe the rebound, 6:49 to go in the third quarter. Knicks lead the Sixers by 29 points, their largest lead. Pass underneath to Barlow. He got fouled from behind by Bridges and laid it in left-handed. So Bridges picks up his first foul. Dominic Barlow gets his first bucket and a chance at a three-point play with the Knicks lead cut to 27. Yes, I think a lot of fans from this area said that the game one loss from the Sixers in this second round series, it was a bit of a letdown because they didn't have time to rest. It was an emotional game 7 win. They came back from 3-1 down. First team ever to do that against Boston. So not many people expected the Sixers to win game one. But then they didn't have Joel Embiid for game 2. Here's Hart on a far corner catch and shoot three. That's good. Rattled it in from in front of the Sixer bench. Josh Hart's best shooting night of the playoffs. He's 4 of 6. And the Knicks are up by 29 after the Barlow free throw.
They just continue to lay it on thick. This three-point shooting tonight is a thing of beauty.
Maxey in the paint, sends it far corner to Grimes. Now up top for Embiid, behind the back dribble. Try to cross over Robinson, poked away momentarily. Embiid dove on the ground for it. Finds a streaking Edgecombe on the right side. He'll slip to the cup for a right-hand layup. It's a 27-point game. We've hit the halfway point in the third quarter. Again, credit to the Sixers, still fighting here. McBride up top at the basket to our left. Now it's Hart handing to Bridges, far sideline. Midcourt again for McBride. Screen from Bridges. He's open for a right wing three. McBride buries another. 7 for 9 from 3. He's got 23 points, and the Knicks are up by 30.
This also.
Blocking foul on the other end. Brunson tried to take a charge far sideline on Maxey.
The Knicks have broken their franchise record for most threes made in a playoff game.
Wow.
It previously was 20. Tonight, they're at 22 and counting, baby.
Did you hear the chant, Monica?
Knicks in 4?
That's right.
Oh, my other guess was Sixers suck, but I'm glad I went with my first one.
Both can be true. But as I was just about to say, Sixers working hard, trying to fight their way back into this game as Grimes dropped an alley-oop pass underneath the basket, went to the right baseline, out of bounds, I believe, off of Hart. Because at this point in Game 6 in Atlanta, the Knicks were literally up by 60. 20-point lead early, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger from there. Philly still feels like a threat. Barlow up top. Sixers from left to right. Embiid, top of the key. Dribbles with his right hand, hands to Edgecombe. 5 to shoot. Edgecombe off the dribble, left wing 3. Off the right side rim. Rebound Hart. Pressured in the backcourt by Maxey. That's what we're talking about. He's leaving it all out there. But he got rid of it to Brunson.
I mean, if this could be the end of the season, now is the time to leave it all out there.
Brunson to center court. 10 to shoot, 5:05 to play, third quarter. Knicks by 30. Hart left sideline, and he chucked it into the fourth row. Was he Jaden Daniels?
Ha-ha.
105.
That is our collective quarterback. Hart and I share the same home team football squad.
Thank you for explaining the reference. I'm a fan. I think he's going to have a great third year.
I'm excited.
5 minutes left in the third quarter, 105-75, Knicks in front. Maxey lollipops a pass to the near sideline. It comes to Edgecombe, got the handoff from Embiid out high. Embiid a screen on the right. Edgecombe spins away from it, finds a corner shooter in Maxey, drives baseline, finds a right wing 3 for Quentin Grimes, but that's off the front rim, and Philly is 6 of 23 from the outside. It is Brunson, front court left. Bridges high side wing. He catches, attacks the foul line, but stepped on the sideline when he started his dribble drive. And the Knicks give it away for the... How many turnovers do you think they have tonight, Monica? It's impressively low.
They had 3 in the first half, is my guess.
Yep. Good
so
job.
They got 5?
Just 5 for the game.
Yeah.
You nailed it. They have been so crisp on offense. And even during a slight lull when the three-pointers stopped going in almost automatically, they were able to recalibrate, and then they started attacking the rim like we've seen them do so often in this postseason. Near corner, Edgecombe along the baseline, bounce pass to the far side block. Barlow under the hoop, spins, feeds Embiid, who was cutting but not ready for the pass. He dropped it out of bounds right baseline, and the Knicks forced the 8th Sixer turnover. Timeout on the floor, 4:10 to go in the third, 105-75, Knicks with the lead. And this Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks by 30. 4:10 to go in the third quarter of Game 4, and a chance to sweep the Sixers out of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian delivers personalized spine care for every stage of your journey. From physical therapists to surgeons, our expert team works together to provide you with complete back and neck care, from diagnosis to treatment and recovery. With 15 locations across New York City and Westchester, get the expert spine care you need at Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. Meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
4:10 to go in the third quarter. The Knicks have a 30-point lead with a chance to close out the Sixers here in Game 4. Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. The other series the Knicks have been paired up with is Minnesota-San Antonio. Timberwolves stole Game 1, missed three-pointer at the buzzer from Champagnie. But the Spurs with a blowout in Game 2, and then a bit of a tighter win in Game 3. So San Antonio on the road in Minnesota, a chance to take the commanding 3-1 series lead. And then a little more relevant to the Knicks, tomorrow, 8 o'clock start, Cleveland hosting Detroit. If the Knicks close out this series, and really no matter what happens for the Knicks, you certainly want to see the other side of the bracket have to battle it out a little bit longer. Cleveland winning down the stretch last night behind James Harden in a rare clutch performance. And Cade Cunningham with 3 straight turnovers. So instead of a 3-0 Detroit lead, that series has some life at 2-1. That's the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. Learn more at Kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires. Knicks ball from right to left after the immediate timeout. They lead this game 105-75. Towns back into the game with his 4th foul. It's defended by Drummond. Embiid is sitting for now. Towns left alone, right elbow, pump fake, and he takes a wide-open 2-point jump shot and drains it. 14 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds for Towns.
That is entertaining by Karl-Anthony Towns.
The rare 2-point jump shot from Cat. 107-75, Knicks by 32. Drummond far side block, rip through move on the smaller McBride, blocked on a layup by Towns. Second rejection for Karl-Anthony Towns today. Far side baseline, Bridges dribbles in a circle to the right wing and a handoff to Hart. Got it back up top, swings it left for Brunson, taking his time near midcourt. Towns comes out for a left side screen on Quentin Grimes. Brunson with some ball handling, dribbles around Grimes, now around Drummond, who fouled him from behind in the near corner. And it'll be the 3rd foul on the Sixers. 3:15 to go in this third quarter. It's 107-75 Knicks.
I'm really impressed. And you know, a little bit ago, you were talking about some of the predictions going into the series, and I'll admit that I was one that thought this thing was going to go 7. I didn't really take into account how much the Sixers had to empty the tank to achieve that historic feat of pinning a 3-1 loss on the Boston Celtics.
Towns lowers his shoulder on the left side, driving with his right hand. He'll miss a layup, but drawn foul on Drummond. 2 free throws for Towns at the basket to our left with 3:11 to go in the third. Knicks by 32. I've definitely heard a lot of that being said. It's an exhausted Sixer team. They're banged up. They're thin. Let's say they weren't banged up and they weren't thin. How long will this series go, considering just how well the Knicks have played in these 4 games? How many games would they even give up?
I still think it would have been a 7-game series.
Really?
If both of these teams were strength on strength?
Yes. With the way the Knicks are playing right now, I guess my argument is I don't think anyone's taking them 7 games when they're playing like this.
No, I think that the Sixers have been deeply depleted.
Or were the Celtics overrated?
Okay, you got to take the Celtics out of the equation as Karl Anthony Towns gets the second free throw to go. You got to just, if these teams were at full strength. Now, I still think the Knicks are deeper, even at full strength, and the Knicks would still win that series. But Joel Embiid is a problem for the Knicks, in particular Karl Anthony Towns usually when he's healthy.
Well, Towns does get both free throws. Maxey is straight on 3. Front rim, backboard, no. Fight for the rebound. A loose ball foul called on Karl Anthony Towns. So with 5 fouls in 19 minutes, his triple-double quest may be put on pause. 4th foul on the Knicks with 2:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. They lead by 34. I will say, if Tyrese Maxey was his regular dominant self, scoring 30 a game instead of 18 a game, you got yourself probably a much deeper series. Inbound pass to Grimes from George was stolen by McBride. That play never had a chance. Towns stays in. He'll attack the rim on the break with a right-hand jam. He missed it, and Towns almost got stepped on by Drummond, and now he is helped up.
I almost want him off the floor because I don't like the way he keeps hitting the ground.
Yes, he's grabbing his left wrist, I think.
There's far more bigger things at stake. I mean, obviously, yes, you want to close out this series, but I need him to be healthy and whole moving forward.
Ariel Hukporti will check in. Good coaching, Monica. After Towns gets these free throws, he's wiggling the fingers on his left hand, of course, his non-shooting hand. $16 points for Towns in just 19 minutes. I mean, it has to be the most high-efficiency series in low-minute NBA history. He's got about 5 fouls a game in this series. Misses the free throw, still shaking that left wrist. And at this point, Monica, maybe best-case scenario, you don't have to use Towns for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Jalen Brunson exits the game to a loud ovation. Jose Alvarado will check in. 22 points, 6 assists, and 6 of 10 from 3 from Jalen Brunson. He'll be up around 40% from 3 in the playoffs. In the final box score updates, as Towns does get the second free throw. 17 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. We'll have to wait to the next whistle to get Hukporti into the game. Knicks by 35. It's 110-75 with 2:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. George, left side dribble, pressured by Shamet, gets rid of it to the near sideline for Maxey. Between the legs to the top of the key. Now a left-hand dribble on McBride. Spins to the dotted line, and front rim's a fadeaway. Rebound Bridges. He will hand to Alvarado, who's had several big moments in this postseason. Towns pump fakes a straight on 3, leans in, trying to draw a foul on Drummond. No call, he missed a shot. And the rebound will go all the way to the near sideline, out of bounds off of McBride. And that will allow Hukporti to come in for Towns. A plus 23 for the big man. And a nice hand for him from the Knicks faithful here in Philly.
Honestly, when he took that last 3, because of the type of day that the Knicks are having, I thought it was going to go in.
What a turnaround it's been for Karl Anthony Towns. When things were in the valley, as George steps back for a far baseline 2, that's off the front rim. Rebound Alvarado. Towns has been an easy guy to pick on from even the fan base and the national media. Alvarado hits a floater from the dotted line, and it's 112-75. He has become an absolute darling of this Knicks fan base, Karl Anthony Towns, with the way he has played and really led this team to what they hope is a 7th consecutive playoff win. As Maxey's split a double team on the right side, and they're going to say Hukporti reached in to foul him. And that will send Maxey to the free throw line. 37-point Knick lead. 1:52 to go in this 3rd quarter. Knicks hoping for their first sweep since 1999. Of course, on their way to the NBA Finals that year, they swept the Hawks in round 2. Let's go Knicks is the chant, and I'm not sure it's going to be drowned out this time. Sixer fans look at the scoreboard. 36-point lead, even with that Maxey free throw, and 1:52 to go in the third.
What a playoff run. Like, have I seen a team switch gears, like really enter their playoff version of themselves in such a drastic way? I'm not sure. This has been incredible from these guys.
And now a Knicks in 4 chant as Maxey gets both, 15 points for him. It's 112-77, a 35-point Knick lead with a minute 46 to go in this third quarter. Alvarado and McBride share the backcourt. Clarkson and Shamet on the wings. It's Hukporti in the middle. Alvarado left wing, pump fake, slips past Barlow, blocked on a layup by Grimes. Ball came to Hukporti. Foul line Clarkson. 4 to shoot for Shamet. Straight on 3. It's good. Landry Shamet, 4 3-pointers. And the Knicks have a 38-point lead, their largest of the game.
The depth, though, the awareness of Ariel Hukporti to get that basketball, move it to the right person, just these guys continuing to trust one another. That'll never get old for me.
Maxey, long strides toward the cup and a high-arcing left-hand layup. Almost a hook shot off glass. He scores over Hukporti. Now McBride leans in on the left wing, and he scores and one. He had Grimes on his hip. He throws one off the front rim, kissed the backboard, and Deuce McBride has 8 3-pointers, 26 points. That's the game high. And you want to know if everything's dropping in a game for the Knicks?
Yes! For Deuce McBride, the answer is emphatically yes.
Wow.
That's home cooking. It sounds a little bit like a home arena. He's got a home bounce on that rim as well.
Nick Nurse will challenge. 69 seconds to go in the third quarter of what is currently a 39-point game. And they will take a look. Here's John Goble.
Challenge by Philadelphia. They're challenging the defensive foul call on the floor.
This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. We'll keep it here and get you points in the paint. Brought to you by Boost Mobile. Hasn't been a major factor in this game because the Knicks can't miss from 3. They're shooting 63% from the outside, 24 of 38. So it's actually the Sixers for the first time in a while leading that battle 36-26 in points in the paint. That's Points in the Paint brought to you by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month. Forever, for life, for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speed. So I wonder if there's something more besides the foul call here they're looking for, because, yeah, they're probably asking for an offensive foul on Deuce McBride. Otherwise, it would just be a three-pointer that's already counted and no free throw coming afterward if they say no foul on Grimes. Here's John Goble again.
Illegal contact, part of the upper shooting motion. The foul still stands. The challenge is unsuccessful. However, McBride will shoot 2 free throws as opposed to 3.
He stepped on the line when he took that three-pointer, so unsuccessful challenge, but it's not a three-pointer for McBride. So he's 7 of 9 from 3. Only 24 or 25 points now for McBride. He'll have a chance for 2 more. Or 1 more. 3-point play opportunity.
What a game. What a series.
It's not the first time we've just about run out of things to say during a Knicks playoff win in the last 2 weeks. And still a quarter to go. It will be a party in South Philly, as we do have, I believe, much of the remaining Sixer contingent heading for the exits as McBride gets the first free throw. 37-point Knick lead. Second free throw is good, so he's 7 of 9 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line. That adds up to 25 points for Deuce McBride. Oubre right side posting up at the block on McBride. Will lower his shoulder, gets a tough layup off glass. 36-point game, final minute, third quarter. And now a whistle and a technical foul on Kelly Oubre. He was barking at McBride after scoring over him, and maybe said a little bit too much on his way back down, asking for an and one. Jordan Clarkson with a technical free throw.
The tech is for talking to The official or to McBride?
Well, there was some contact from McBride on that defensive effort with Oubre scoring. So I think it was jawing at the official. You'll hear Deuce McBride's name called here in Philly as he checks out. 25 points in 29 minutes. That is still the game high. One more than Joel Embiid. Tyler Kolek will check in. With Alvarado, Shamet, Clarkson, and Hukporti, who goes right to the rim, tried to posterize Adem Bona after a fake handoff. He got fouled, and the ball caromed hard off the backboard. But free throws for Hukporti. Knicks by 37 with 49 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Sixers haven't waved the white flag yet. They're going to bring in Maxey and Edgecombe after this first free throw. The Knicks made 14 of their first 19 three-pointers in this game. They had a 17-6 lead 4.5 minutes in. Nick Nurse called the timeout. It only got worse from there. Philly got it down to 11 once or twice, but from the start of the second quarter on, this has essentially been a 20-point Knicks lead. Right now, it's a 39-point Knicks lead on the two free throws from Hukporti. This is their largest margin of advantage as Grimes steps back for a left point three. Too strong over Kolek. Bona and Hukporti fighting for the rebound, and Hukporti gets called for a loose ball foul. That's his third. 5 fouls on Towns, 2 on Robinson. Figure the Knicks are willing to dust off Jeremy Sohan as necessary, or maybe let Hukporti ride things out. At the basket to our right, it's free throws for Adem Bona. First one's good. 71% from the line. Pretty good for a second-year big out of UCLA. Known mostly for blocks and around the basket scoring. Second foul shot off the back rim and in. 35 seconds left before the fourth quarter begins. Knicks 120, Sixers 83. From right to left go the Knicks. Hukporti out high in the blue jerseys. Dribbles left for a handoff for Clarkson. Top of the key, marked by Bona. He'll back up to the far side wing on the Xfinity Mobile Arena logo. Takes him up the dribble right side and a scoop layup with the right hand just outside that restricted area. Drops in. It's a 39-point lead again. Edgecombe at center court, the blue 6 of the 76ers logo. Trying to cross over Alvarado, took him to the dotted line, lost his balance, ball came free to the far corner. Bona has it with 1 second left, and a far block floater rolls around and down, but it's waved off at the last moment. Sean Wright says no basket, and that means after 3 quarters in game 4, the Knicks have a 39-point lead, and they're 12 minutes away from a second consecutive trip to the Eastern Conference Finals.
This is, again, an extension of the poise of a veteran group. We said, go with what Mikal Bridges had to say, 0-0, 0-0, and play desperate. They have done just that. This continues to be an impressive postseason run from the Knicks where they have utilized all their guys, and it embodies, Tyler, why you make the change at leadership, because Mike Brown has been willing to go deep and go deep often.
122-83. That's not the final score. That's the score after 3 quarters. Extended garbage time, you have to assume, and a closeout game comes your way next. Knicks in control as we go to the fourth quarter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Hear that? That's the beginning of a journey powered by the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle so reliable. It's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Where your journey ends? Well, that's up to you. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
See retailer for warranty details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and Alina Mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
122-83. The Knicks are all over the 76ers as we begin the fourth quarter. This is about the time of the game when all kinds of historic numbers and superlatives start flowing in, Monica McNutt.
All right, so bear with me, folks, because I got to read numbers in pieces here. The Knicks entered today with an 18.2 points per game margin in victories. If they win by at least 9 points, which it looks like they're on pace to do, they will now have the largest point differential entering the conference finals since the NBA expanded to a 16-team playoff field in 1984. Now, the Thunder could also join this list, but if the Knicks win by at least 24 points, they will have the largest average margin of victory entering the conference finals in NBA history. Wow, that would be impressive.
Dalen Terry checks into the game for Philly, along with Edgecombe, Edwards, Barlow, and Bona. So this does feel like a bit of a white flag lineup from Nick Nurse as Edgecombe gets into a left wing step back front rims it. Ariel Hukporti gets the rebound. He's out there with Kolek, Dadier, Shamet, and Alvarado. So mission accomplished as Alvarado slips a pass inside for Hukporti. He got fouled by Bona, missed the layup. Free throws coming for Hukporti as Dalen Terry gets hit with the first foul. You got Towns out of the game. Hart seemed a little bit hobbled. And if you hang on here, you get a week of additional rest for OG Anunoby, who's day-to-day, but was ruled out hours before game time in each of the last two games as Hukporti rattles in a free throw to make it a 40-point lead.
The timing could not be better for the Knicks in terms of healing up some knick-knack sort of wounds. All reports indicate as Hukporti missed that second free throw that OG Anunoby, this is a small strain with him. They are operating with an abundance of caution, so obviously he'll get the time, but for whatever little bumps and bruises may have occurred in this four-game stretch, those will also have the time as well.
Dalen Terry lowers his head, gets to the rim, and fouled on a right side layup. Tyler Kolek picks up his first foul. Should be free throws for Terry. Knicks by 40. It's 123-83. And they won up their closeout win from 10 days ago in Atlanta when they beat the Hawks by 51. At one point, they led that game by 61 as Dalen Terry must have had that ball slip out of his hands because it missed about a foot to the right, clean off the backboard, and came right back to him.
You're so generous.
Terry, perfect on the second free throw. You have to support him. He's part of the reason why Jose Alvarado is here.
The grand scheme of things, I understand. Oh, whoa.
He almost tripped Alvarado in the backcourt, then he tried to save it by throwing it off Alvarado from the baseline, but Alvarado caught the ball. So the Knicks will take it from right to left. 39-point lead, 11:05 to go in game 4. Dadier passes left for Kolek. Extra feed in the near corner. Alvarado was kicked out of bounds by Edwards. And hit a fan seated just down below us, but she seems okay. Alvarado will bounce it up top to Hukporti. Alvarado gets a handoff back. Left side baseline drive and a right-hand floater off glass to make it a 41-point Knick lead. 10:51 to go in the final frame. Edgecombe near sideline, pressured by Shamet, screen from Bona, crossover to the foul line, kicks it left, a three from Edwards, back rim no, and then Hukporti fouled Bona fighting for the rebound. So Hukporti is going to get his 4th foul. And the way he plays, you figure more are coming, and now Bona.
Here's a little chippiness.
And Terry went over to talk with John Goebel, but right in the face of Landry Shamet and Ariel Hukporti. And now Shamet and Bona don't seem too pleased with each other.
That's his second.
It takes a lot to get Landry Shamet upset. Everybody gets back to their basketball positions. 14 on the shot clock. Pass to Bona up top. 10:39 to go in the 4th quarter. Knicks by 41. Edgecombe on the right side wing. Screen from Bona. Pull up right side mid-range. He pump fake Shamet in the air and then missed the shot. Rebound Hukporti. Kolek, bounce pass to Alvarado, hesitates at the foul line, creates some space, lefty layup, no, spiked off the backboard by Hukporti, but it comes free to Terry. He's on the move, he sets up Edgecombe out high, pass to the right wing for an Edwards 3, that clangs off the back rim. 3-point shooting, not just the Knicks dominating, but the Sixers slumping. 6 of 28 from 3, that's just 21%. Shamet to the foul line, hands to Hukporti right wing. He'll launch a 3, missed it too strong. He hit 1 during the regular season. Nick Bench was about to go berserk. Terry down the lane right side, tough layup, wouldn't go over Hukporti. Rebound Dadier, Knicks ball from right to left, up by 41. Alvarado far corner, catch and shoot 3, got it. Jose Alvarado with 3-pointer in front of the Nick bench. And for the playoffs, Alvarado is 9 of 16 from downtown. It's a 44-point lead. Edwards left wing, short from the far side. His 3-pointer would not go. It's Dadier on the move. Stepped into a left wing pump fake. Bounce pass left corner. Shamet kicked out of bounds by Philly. And now we'll get Mohamed Diawara and Jeremy Sohan into the game with 9:22 to go in the 4th. That means Landry Shamet's 2nd-round series is done. He scored 15 points in Game 3, 12 points in 12 minutes today on 4 3-pointers, and a well-deserved ovation for the Knicks crowd here in Philly.
Man, we've had 2 closeout games now where you've allowed the guys at the end of the bench to have an opportunity to feel something that they too have also worked for all of their careers, even though they're not the first names that you see when you think of this team. This run has just been so special.
Dotted line floater, Hukporti with the left hand, no. Rebound Terry, but then fouled by Hukporti. That's his 4th. Sohan is in, Dadier, Diawara, and Kolek. If Hukporti fouls out, then I'm not sure who they would bring in. Maybe some Alvarado and small ball. But 4 on Hukporti. 3 minutes gone by in the 4th quarter. Knicks by 44 in Game 4. Edwards left elbow. Zips it far corner. Terry crossover to the baseline. Back and down Kolek. Double team from Dadier. Poked out of bounds by the 2nd-year swingman out of France. 7 to shoot. And a right baseline inbound coming for the Sixers. Knicks defense continues to astound. 84 points right now for Philly. Terry on a right wing catch and shoot off the inbound. It hits a 3. That's from the corner. And it's now a 41-point game. Kolek crossed over to the left elbow all the way to the rim, and a lefty layup is good over Barlow. Tyler Kolek's on the board. He's got his first points. It's a 43-point Knick lead, 8:39 to go. Bona topside, catches, drives, spins in the lane, tried to posterize Hukporti, but it's off the back rim. Foul is called, though. We'll see who gets the personal. Ariel Hukporti again. 5th foul on Huck. So Adem Bona, 2 free throws at the basket to our right. The television broadcast is showing images of the Sixer bench. And they've got some long faces over there. From 3 straight wins over the previous Eastern Conference favorite to 4 straight losses against the real Eastern Conference favorite. As Bona backrims the first foul shot.
I like the way you broke that down.
The Celtics earned respect for a great regular season, 55 wins when they were expected to be about 500. That never quite made sense to me. They were favored over both the Pistons and the Knicks. Bona gets the second free throw. 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. 42-point Knick lead. Kolek up top. Stops at the foul line. Now crosses over, spins, dotted line. Out to Diawara for a left wing three. Bricked it wide left. Bona the rebound. Trenton Watford into the game. Will outlet it up top. Now to the far wing for Barlow. An over-aggressive drive into two Knicks. It was blocked from behind by Sohan. Sohan's got the ball to the high side wing. Left-hand dribble, picked it up. Now Kolek, top of the arc. They go pick and slip. Sohan catches inside, turns and finds Diawara left corner. Pass out of a three, and it's tipped back to midcourt for Kolek. Into Sohan, bounce pass underneath, and Hukporti throws it down with Edwards behind him. Great ball movement from this bench unit. And the Knicks have a 44-point lead again with 7:45 to go.
Even the patience that the bench unit is showing in terms of moving the basketball, trusting their offense, executing. I mean, they are earning respect and trust from their teammates and head coaches.
Barlow got loose underneath, and he'll catch and slam from the right block. 132-90. 7:25 left. Kolek, left side foul line extended, left his feet. Pass was tipped right back to him by Terry, and then Kolek catches, spins, and scores with his left hand, and then pats Terry on the rear end.
So this group has been effective in the paint, but the Knicks have 24 threes right now, which ties the most in any game in franchise history. They'll need 2 more to break the NBA playoff record of threes in a game.
Edwards, a right elbow pull-up jumper over Dondier for the near side. 134-92. Knicks by 42. 7 minutes left in game 4. Kolek straight on three. Front rim miss. Tipped out of bounds by Hukporti. Sixers will take it on the other side of the media timeout. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Also, go over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks 134. Sixers 92. 6:49 away from a closeout win in Game 4 and another trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSD Radio Network.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
6:49 to go in the fourth quarter of Game 4. Appreciate you still tuning in instead of starting your party early out in the streets of Manhattan or wherever you may be.
Camden, New Jersey.
Sure, Camden, New Jersey.
Is that where we are right now? That's what I mean.
I thought we were in South Philadelphia.
It's all like very, very close. Anyway, outside of the Xfinity Mobile Arena.
Still plenty of reason to tune in because the Knicks are one made three-pointer away from setting a franchise record for most threes in a playoff game. They have 24 right now. And they are 2 3-pointers away from setting an NBA record with 26 made three-pointers in a playoff game. Also, they closed out Atlanta by 51. What will the final margin be in this closeout game? It's 42 favoring the Knicks right now at 134-92.
I tell you what, these gaudy finishes are really doing something to all the stats. But as we have had the privilege to sit here and watch it unfold, the stats aren't lying. It's been such gaudy outcomes, but the Knicks are playing that well.
They're not going to shoot 59% from three every game, but they continue to get high-quality looks. And again, could be headed to NBA history in the record books if they get one or two more threes. Philly ball from left to right. Step back left wing three from Edwards. That's off front iron and a rebound for Paco Dadier. Diawara, Dadier, Hukporti, Kolek, and Sohan, the five on the floor for the Knicks. Kolek near corner to midcourt for Diawara. Bounce pass right wing. Hukporti hands to Kolek on the high side arc. Crossover to his left hand. Foul line drive. Forced a pass underneath for Sohan. He dropped it. Got it back left block. Kolek left wing. Up top Diawara straight on three. Off the left side rim. And now it's Edwards with the rebound. Adem Bona out high. Dalen Terry around to Bona's screen. They go pick and roll. Bounce pass underneath. Bona hop step across the paint. Hukporti stays with him. Turnaround right hand jump hook is good to bring it back to a 40-point game.
I really applaud the entertainment, the in-arena people, because they're trying to keep the energy up despite the score.
Yeah, they could have easily packed it in, and perhaps they should have, but they have not. Strong drive from Dadier. Tried a left-hand jam or layup. Couldn't get it. Outlet stolen by Sohan. Got it right back to Dadier, and he'll lay it home. 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Now we have to critique the promotion staff. They pronounced it Paco Dadier. Although Josh Hart was calling him the diet all of his rookie year last season. Justin Edwards slips inside for a left-hand layup.
That totally tracks for Josh Hart.
136-96, a 40-point lead for New York. Final 5 minutes of round two. Dadier to the foul line. One dribble, takes a leaning fadeaway. That misses off back iron, and Jabari Walker secures the rebound. Dalen Terry to the right block. Underneath on Diawara, double team by Hukporti. Good pass toward the far baseline for a cutting Walker. He missed the layup. It comes to Bona, though, and he'll put it through. It's a 38-point game. Foul line, Hukporti, ball fake on Bona. Tried to reset up top with Diawara. Stolen by Terry. Race to the cup on the other end, and Terry rises for a two-hand jam. 36-point game. Tyler Kolek looking to stop the bleeding. Foul line, ball fake, tried to dump it off to a trailer Hukporti, but he threw it right to Watford. Long outlet to Terry. He got fouled this time by Diawara, missed the layup. But the Sixers trying to make this final score more respectable. It's 136-100. 4:01 to go in the fourth, 36-point game. And two free throws coming for Dalen Terry.
Well, what a gift today for all the moms that are a part of Knicks Nation.
If they've been tired of their husbands being on the road broadcasting playoff games, they might be looking forward to a week off until the conference finals start.
Shout out to one mom in Knicks Nation in particular with a beautiful little redhead baby.
Are you talking about my wife?
Yeah, I am. I wasn't sure if we were just calling out family by name in the air.
Knicks in 4 is the chant. Terry missed the first but got the second. 35-point game. Kolek running the point still. Slip pass to Sohan. Nice catch, extending with his left hand on the move. He got upended on his layup attempt by Watford. And two free throws on the way for Jeremy Sohan. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
With LeMurray, Jeremy Sohan misses his first free throw off the back rim. 136-101. The Knicks franchise record for points in a playoff game is 140. They set it 10 days ago in Game 6 against Atlanta.
Yeah, we were there for that.
They've got 137 right now with 3.5 still to go. Edwards on the right side, up top. It's Dalen Terry, crossover on Sohan, snatch back dribble for a long two, drained it, and a foul on Sohan. Dalen Terry's having a fourth quarter. He's got 9 points, a chance to make it 10, and he's trimmed the deficit down to 34 with 3.5 to go.
That's his first.
It's a good chance to get a good look at some of these young guys to see what you got.
Terry at the line to shoot one.
It's truly story time on the television broadcast. They keep cutting to Kyle Lowry and putting up his stats. And yes, he's 40, and that's great and fantastic. Got a long NBA career, won a championship in Toronto.
One of just a dozen players to play 20 seasons or more. It sounds like Kyle Lowry, if he does retire, it will be in a Raptor uniform. Another Villanova grad. He did not hang one of the two banners they have here. That was all Brunson, Hart, and Bridges. And some DiVincenzo. Left elbow pump fake from Diawara, trying to draw a foul as he leans in. No foul call, and he bricked the shot, so shot clock violation. Diawara thought about arguing, but then he realized the situation he was in. A 34-point lead with 3:11 to go. Janai Broom will check in. Terry, Walker, Edwards, and Watford against Kolek, Diawara, Dadier, Sohan, and Huck-Porty. Edwards around a Broom screen for a left elbow pull-up. That one's good. It's a 32-point game. Final 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
What a time.
Yeah. Kolek, a screen on the right from Huck-Porty. Now Dadier from the right wing, slashing, driving, bounce pass underneath to Huck-Porty. He got wrapped up hard by Dalen Terry. Huck-Porty did not like that. Dadier and Kolek and Sohan step in to make sure nothing escalates here. And we have our final media timeout of the broadcast as Huck-Porty asked John Global why that wasn't a flagrant foul. It's 137 to 105. The Knicks have led by 20 points since early in the second quarter. And they're just 2:39 away from a second consecutive trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
They've been chanting Knicks in 4 here for the past half hour or so at Xfinity Mobile Arena. That will be the result of this second round series. Well, the question is, by how much on the final scoreboard here in Game 4? It's 137-105. The Knicks have a 32-point lead on the Sixers. 2:39 to go. And it's, I believe we can call this the third full quarter of garbage time that the Knicks have put together during this soon-to-be franchise record 7-game playoff win streak. It, of course, started after falling behind 2-1 in Atlanta. And I think it's a good opportunity, Monica, to hit the zoom out button and remember what it felt like when Jalen Brunson's pass to Josh Hart was out of his reach and picked up by Kuminga at midcourt late in Game 3 of the first round. And the Knicks took their second consecutive one-point loss. They fell behind 2-1. They haven't even come close to losing since then.
No, they really haven't. I mean, I guess the closest you got was Game 2 of this series.
Yep.
You know, Tyler, maybe I am one who struggles with just standing in the sun as opposed to waiting for the other shoe to drop. And because the numbers have been so fantastic by this team, you're like, they're going to come back down to earth at some point.
Right.
But I also think you should not negate that the defense has been really good by this team as well, right? Yes, the offensive numbers is what really is blowing people's minds away, but their commitment on the defensive side of the basketball has been there, particularly when you talk about OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, who were brought to this organization to be signature wing defenders.
Ariel Hukporti just did some Knicks fans a favor, missing 2 free throws, so everybody gets free food. It is a 32-point Knick lead, 2.5 to go. Janai Broom, a baseline drive, and he gets right to the rim for a nice layup, extending his hands up high for a strong finish. It's a 30-point game. Knicks have led by as many as 44. Of course, they closed out Atlanta by 51 10 days ago. Kolek, right elbow, bouncing with his left hand, pulls up for 2 over Watford, off front iron, and Broom gets a right-hand rebound. Final 2 minutes. Terry bounce pass behind the back to Broom on the left wing. He bricked the 3. It comes to Tyler Kolek. Now Sohan and Walker got tied up off the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Walker. Neither team has a foul to give the rest of the way. 1:49 remains. And yes, as far as we know, the first round, or rather the next round, isn't supposed to have its first game until at the earliest next Sunday. Don't quote us on that, though, as Dadier worked his way underneath the hoop, but threw it off of somebody's leg, hoping for Hukporti. Terry speeds ahead, finds a left wing shooter, Edwards. Front rim miss, rebound Dadier, 90 seconds to go. Kolek from the left wing, he throws an alley-oop to Jeremy Sohan, and that might as well be the exclamation point on a no-doubt closeout game from New York. 1:20 to go, they lead by 32.
This has just been fantastic.
Brendan Watford unimpeded to the rim for a right-hand layup. Sohan far side corner. Backing down Walker, hands to Kolek for a right wing triple. Off the mark. And a loose ball foul rebound. And staying on this end, though, it's going to be against Philly. And you can hear they're blasting music here. It's to drown out Knicks fans doing the na 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 hey hey goodbye song at Sixer fans who are leaving. Also waiting for maybe a 1-2-3 Cancun chant.
Yeah, that would track too.
Two free throws for Jeremy Sohan. First shot, it's good. They have tied the franchise playoff record with 140 points tonight. Can they set the new mark again? 140 to 109.
This has been quite the thing to witness.
Sohan connects. It is a new high water mark for the Knicks in the postseason. 141 points in a single game as we hit the final minute of Game 4. Janai Broom on the right wing. That time the three-pointer is good. It's a 29-point game. Maybe 1 or 2 more possessions until this one's wrapped up. Sohan out to Diawara. Now up top it's Kolek. Dadier left corner. His three-pointer. Got it. Bakom Dadier for 3. 5 points for Dadier. Knicks by 32, and a right corner 3 missed by Broom. 22 to shoot, 35 to play. Sohan told to get across midcourt, and they can run this down to the end of the shot clock.
Wow, the Knicks still making history. With that three by Dadier, they set a new franchise record for playoff threes made.
And they will do the classic thing and not take another, trying to set the NBA record. Sixers, meanwhile, have Janai Broom dunking the ball with 14 seconds left. That makes it a 30-point game. And now the Knicks get it across midcourt for Ariel Hukporti. Shot clock is off, and it'll tick down from